he's like
Oh,
Buhan.
Gunning. Oh
Yeah, he's
yeah.
more Chunin. But I see him more of like a force of nature, if anything. So I do think Cell's better than him. But I do think Frieza's probably better than him, than Cell, rather. So it's close, though. You could definitely argue Cell's a better character.
I like Cell a lot, man, because like I like even though like they're fabricated androids and it's like, oh, here they are,
Yeah.
it's powerful, it's fucking Super Saiyans. It wasn't like that outlandish to witness at the time. And the power cliff that was achieved to fight Cell was a great story to witness as well. And the fact that Cell had like an amalgamation of like all these abilities from all the Z fighters
Broken.
was like a
Yeah.
great concept, dude. And like he's extremely intellectual and cunning, like
He's like
infinite
all of them
energy.
in one. Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
Love him.
All of them in one, bro.
he's fucking badass, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what you guys said. Oh, that's $2 from Kedrick. Sorry, but I didn't read it yet. Drake versus Kanye West. Oh shit! Like, if you mean fighting, so let's do fighting. If they fight, I think Kanye is shorter than Drake, height wise. I think
Yeah,
he's like
and let's be real, none of them got fighting expertise. They're gonna be shit
no,
fighting.
not at all. Not at all.
He's gonna bite his ear off, bro. I can see it.
I think, yeah, Kanye, I would say he'd be more rabid in a fight. Drake's more like composed, especially if it's like Kanye having like an episode, like a mental.
Yeah,
episode.
Kanye has that raw durability too. So
yeah, I'd probably say Kanye is more like tough. It seems like it. Obviously, we've never seen him fight, but
Have
I've seen
you
Drake.
guys seen the interviews with Drake? He'll like act super sus, and then people in the comments will just they'll go crazy on him. So they'll be like, Drake, the type of dude to open, like, for example, a bag of chips with scissors, and because it's like who does that? Who the fuck
Oh
does
my
that?
God.
So it's like,
It's
bro, and he just keeps doing it. So it's like putting it to question. I'm like, yo, Drake, what are you not telling me? Like, what are you trying
bro.
to get across?
It's like, bro,
he's hilarious, dude. Like his music videos are fucking hilarious too, bro.
Oh,
honestly.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said I meant music wise. Oh, okay. Music wise, this is my opinion. He's not my favorite rapper. He's my favorite artist overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Drake's a better artist. Kanye, I think lyrically is a better. I'd say he's a better
And
rapper.
producer, dude. Like, holy shit, he's a genius, man.
Drake also has like a wider range. Like, there's a more like to his like there's more to that.
I feel that.
he could sing, he could rap, he could do like like a hype song, kind of like the if you're reading this is too late album, that's like hype. But then he could also do like like the more laid back, even like romantic songs, like it's a good example, like Views in 2016. But then he was more like laid back. So he has more range than Kanye. Kanye as a lyricist, I think, is better. Yeah.
I loved old Kanye more, to be honest, man. Like the whole like gospel kind of vibe, like it was just very soulful and like
Old Kanye.
Yeah, I miss old Kanye, bro. I'm saying. I miss old Kanye.
You know where that meme came from. Yeah, keep it on.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I miss Graduation album Kanye, bro. That was peak, bro. He was peak. Like he was one of the best at the time in the industry with when he was like dropping that stuff. Like, yeah, he's one of the greatest, despite like what's happening recently. So, $2 from Kedrick again. Appreciate that, brother. Prime Sishui versus Izanagi Danzo. I mean, technically, it'd be hard to gauge where Sishi would be if he were able to grow into his prime. I would assume obviously stronger.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll say this: despite the continuity you utilize, I would see Shishui, even the one that we saw lose, beat Danzo without Izanagi. I think in a one-on-one encounter, or with I would just say prep time, like if he knew of it. I do think Shishui is a superior. But I think it's by a large discrepancy. Not in the manga or in the anime. Like he did stop Danzo from like at first hitting him. He used the Genjutsu, and then he used Izanagi and failed to react to it. Was it like quick? Yes. Did he know of the Izanagi? Probably not. But still, he was still unable to physically react. So I would say there's like arbitrary relativity in their speed, at least enough for Danzo to hit him. But I would say Prime Shishui, yes, I do see him being more powerful, more potent, faster. I do with prep time. I do see him beating Danzo. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I just think the Izanagi is such a powerful Genjutsu, right? Like it really distorts reality right in front of you, and like most Uchihas don't have access to that knowledge off rip, especially at such a young age. Like Izanami and Izanagi are like the most like penultimate Genjutsus for most Uchiha. In most cases, unless you have like Tsukiyomi or like a Kodo for C-Suite. But nonetheless, like you erase your presence, and because you can't sense that, and you literally physically see the opponent in front of you die to your own hands, you're like, oh, cool, I'm good. But like literally in reality, he just like comes up out of nowhere, and it's like you don't have time to like allocate energy and reaction at least. So it's just like,
someone named OVO is defending Drake. Cool. He said, "Love you, Jay, but definitely hugely wrong on this. Kanye's definition of an artist, never known for his lyricism. I don't know about never known, but Drake is the one who is a lyricist. He wants to be Kanye. How he changed the game. Now is Drake a bad lyricist? No, he's not. Clearly, I mean, if you go to Instagram or wherever, his captions are used all the time.
yeah.
So I do get what you're saying there.
Let's be real. TG is the best rapper in here, so we're just being honest.
Hey, yo, drop a
lyricism. Yeah, dude, lyricism. There is an argument for Drake. You know, there is an argument for Drake, but I think peak Kanye was a better rapper. Though I think, in my opinion, it's obviously subjective. Like the art is in the eye of the beholder, but you know.
I just think like Kanye has a more like creative, like eccentric mind to like articulate his words in a more broad sense.
Yeah,
that means so much and so little, if that makes sense. And
Drake to me is a better artist for sure, but
yeah, lyricism though, I don't know, dog.
Like there's a few guys better than Drake. Like Kendrick's probably better. Kanye is best. Eminem, obviously. A few other guys out there that are pretty lyrical as well. Logic, literally that's his name, Logic.
Literally.
A few guys out there. So, Kanye got the mental illness amp. He would, dude. The fight.
He got that Kim Kardashian amp. Nurse, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, we asked Sixtus TG. Have you played the new Spider-Man? The Spider-Man 2?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I finished that game in like 3 days. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so
same
good.
here. I finished it in like 2 or 3 days. It was so good. Fucking yeah. Do you think it's I don't know if you've played Batman, like the Arkham series. Do you think it's better than like the Arkham?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, TG. Like, what do you think is better, still Spider-Man or the Batman?
I'm not gonna lie. So I like the game a lot. I don't think it's perfect. There was some like minor things I had in it. I personally don't have it above Asylum. That's just me. Asylum.
Yeah, don't blame me. Don't blame me.
Yeah, Asylum / City. Like I still like. I still kind of have those as peak. Like those really haven't been top. The game was great. Like the gameplay and all that stuff was really good.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I think I will say, like, to critique the game, I think the pacing was a little like towards the end. I felt it kind of slip up a little bit, like pacing wise. But
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I kind of saw that. But honestly, like the game was great. Like I loved it. The step up in the next one. I'm obviously hyped for the third one because that's gonna be great.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. That'd be a good like YouTube analysis video. To be honest, that'd be kind of low key underrated. Like,
shout
what's better, Spider-Man or Batman?
The only guy I've seen well, not like on the video games, but the only guy who's been scaling Spider-Man has been Crysis. Shout out to him.
He's great.
I saw a couple of videos. Yeah, he's really good. I saw him scale every character in the Spider-Man Insomniac verse. It was actually really good.
That's badass. Yeah, he did. He even did Arkham Knight against Spider-Man 2. I think he even did that versus battle. Then like it's either Crysis or it's another person, but someone actually already made a video of like what's actually the best game, Batman or Spider-Man, and the thumbnail is like kind of hinting that he's on the side of Batman. But what's it called? But it was interesting, and I saw the amount of views that motherfucker got. Oh my god!
The story, like gameplay, it's always spectacular. But like, story between City and Asylum versus Spider-Man, the pacing. Batman might be better. Actually, it might be better. It's like more balanced. I feel like in Spider-Man 2, it's really good story, obviously. But like TG said, towards the end, it's like the pacing is like a little off. Like it's not. Like,
honestly, my biggest complaint was that I just wanted more of the good stuff. And when I say the good stuff, I just wanted more black suits like Peter.
Facts,
but like, like in the you know what phase I'm talking about, where he's like crazy, he's like talking and saying everybody. Like I was so enamored when he was there. I'm like, yes, finally, I get like Bully Maguire. I get to just bully everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's be real. Who doesn't love that shit when he's just off the chain? You know what I mean? Like even in the comics, whatever. Like whenever he's just like fuck this shit and being like some Madara vibes and just being cold and cut. Like bro, it's great.
I loved it. But
dude,
I will say it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there in terms of
like for I don't know if you ever played it, TG, but to this day it's been my favorite Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Because throughout that entire game, you can be symbiote Spider-Man the whole game. And, like, you could either choose to either be that guy, like you were just saying just now, or good Spider-Man, Captain America vibes. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just such a good game. And, like, it was about Venom, the main villain. and then him like an apocalypse like story where he fucks up the entire city, and then like heroes and villains are becoming symbiotes, and Spider-Man's all by himself. Like it's great.
Yeah. The critique I would have is like I wouldn't mind if it were longer, the story, like especially with the symbiote and stuff. Like it wasn't short, but it wasn't too long either. I think if you go like normal pace, it's like 24 hours, something like that. It's like that's like it could have been longer, maybe like 35. You know, something.
Have you played? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
no, go ahead, bro.
I just want to ask: have you played Starfield by chance?
I heard like a couple of my boys were buzzing about it, and then like nobody like ended up playing it, and then like I've heard nothing about Starfield.
Yeah, I feel like the hype died out.
That's facts, bro. Yeah. Okay,
I don't play either.
Because I want to see if it's going to be Game of the Year Spider-Man at this point, in your opinion.
Oh man, I don't know if anything beats that. To be honest, right now, at least this year, it's really fucking good. Regardless of its comparison to Batman, it's really good.
Yeah, if we're comparing like Starfield to any other like game in similarity, I'm gonna be honest. I think Skyrim beats that shit all day, every day. But you know, Skyrim's just built different. But
yeah, $5 from Dimitri. Do you think Sage Kabuto beats Kakashi? Also, what is the other part? Also, do you think Naruto What If one shots would it be popular if Kishimoto was primarily involved? So the first question: do you think Sage Kabuto? By the way, I appreciate the $5, Dimitri. Do you think Sage Kabuto beats Kakashi?
Yes.
Pretty much every iteration except like DMS.
No, Kabuto's cracked. That motherfucker's cracked.
And Boruto, Kakashi, you have an argument maybe, but War, Kakashi, and Prior, he'd beat. He's scaling, like he's able to contend with 2 Uchihas, like at the level of Itachi.
Like, bro, he got Edos as a backup. Like he got Genjutsu. Like you know he can negate it. He has Genjutsu hacks to fuck you up, and unless you got like something to release you out of it, like Sasuke or Itachi, you're fucked. Like the man's cracked.
So he'd most likely beat him in most instances. Kakashi's best win con would be Kamui.
Like you could argue, you could argue for Kakashi, you know what I mean, and Kamui, whatever, in other ways. But you know, like, what do you think, TG, on that?
Yeah. I mean, the big problem too is that like, because you know, it also depends. I will say, like, at literally which chapter for Kakashi you do, because even in the war.
Yeah.
But I'll say like even Kamui is like a slippery slope because of that Kabuto, and he has such like his hacks are so crazy at that point that he's so slippery. It's like it's even questionable in my opinion. Like even if
he's such a rat character,
like, he's crazy. Is he gonna like body replacement out of it? Like it's pretty. Oh
my god,
what he has.
Liquefy.
He's got a lot to him. So
and let's be real. Like another thing, TG, like fucking Sasuke Susanoo arrow, like with EMS is cracked. Like that shit's fast. You know what I mean? And he could just react to that effortlessly. You know, and we know Kamui's like, if we at least compare MS to MS to where it was like relative, you know what I mean? Like or whether you think it's equal or relative, either way it was relative. You know what I mean? Where he could react to it with Kamui to his fucking arrow in MS. So like if you kind of like, I guess, I don't know, comparing that line, like you more than likely to deduce like he's not going to be able to Kamui him in time, or just it won't happen. But I don't know. Like
I think Orange Mask Obito would be more interesting. Like without Edo Tensei, of course, that'd be a more interesting battle, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Kabuto's neurotransmitters would be fast enough to react to Kakashi's MS. Like if he's reacting to fucking Sasuke and Itachi,
MS Itachi, exactly.
MS Itachi on top of that. Yeah, I doubt Kakashi. Besides DMS, obviously, wouldn't be able to catch him.
Unless you're weird and think Kakashi is KCM 2 level, but which there are people that believe that.
Let's see. What do you guys have said? Did Jay say with a straight face that Drake is composed? Kanye's unstable for sure, but still, yeah. I'm sorry, bro, but Kanye shits on Drake when it comes to lyricism. I don't know about shits, but I do think he's better. What do people put Zetsu below Hidan in Akatsuki ranking? Zetsu doesn't bleed. What win con does Hidan have? I'm a Zetsu stand now. That fight's interesting, I guess. He's just not a combatant. He's even stated not to be a combatant.
Yeah, Obito said that.
Like Obito flat out just says like, nah, bro, like you're just not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not that guy. Like, do not fight against these people.
Yeah, right. Kanye in his prime.
Like you can argue like if you're doing like Black Zetsu against like the KCM Naruto Shadow Clone shit, but like even all of that is just, it's a lot of vagueness, and it's not really something that you could really utilize, in my opinion. Like if you analyze the context overall, etc. But
yeah. If Kabuto could control Madara, hypothetically, would he dominate the war? If he couldn't break out, hell yeah, dude.
TG. So in regards to Black Zetsu, do you think he may have like gained more power as Kaguya actually like manifested herself, or do you think because he is an incarnate of her will, if you will, or do you think he was the same power level throughout the whole series?
Oh, that's an
Like
interesting question.
when you
That's
stab
I got,
Madara.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely kind of interesting because in a weird way, like if you kind of do it because just due to Black Zetsu's character, you could always kind of go down the road of like, is this really like an anti-V to the way he's like approaching thing? Like even him getting cut in the war, he just transmits his chakra and dips out. So it's like he doesn't even care. Like it's not really an issue. I haven't
Yeah.
heard anybody bring that up though, in terms of like him being amped due to Kagi as well. I could
Mhm.
see a case for it off of him like paralyzing Naruto and Sasuke, like when he's on her, like when he goes up and he starts like absorbing their chakra and stuff
Absolutely.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Of
Yeah, so
course.
I could definitely see a case for it. I've always maintained the position that just Black Zetsu is more so just an issue when he's like on somebody, like when he's controlling
Right,
somebody's
right.
body. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where the big thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
like definitive. We know for sure. Like
Yeah.
he could subdue you like some Venom shit.
Facts.
Yeah. So that's probably I'd say on that. But that is interesting. Like
Yeah.
it's like the closer she
Interesting
got, the
theory.
stronger he got. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree as well. I think when he's on someone, he's definitely far more like threatening for sure.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of something we talked with Six last week, did you watch the Tyson versus Ngannou? We talked
Oh
about this. We'll
man,
talk about it again. Did you see it, TG? Tyson versus Ngannou?
I saw everybody thought that Tyson lost, but
Oh
Tyson
my
won.
goodness,
I
dude.
heard I heard all the buzz, and I'm not even like
Yeah.
super into boxing, but like everything I watched on it, I was like, damn, this is like kind of fucked up. Like it's like, bro, why didn't he get the win and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like it just seemed, and I was looking
Like,
at all the interviews and shit. It was just crazy.
so I saw the fight, like the whole thing. Obviously, I'm a hardcore. I watched everything.
Yeah,
Just to be fair, but as far as the fight, it was close. I'm just gonna say this. I was very impressed by Ngannou. He comes from the UFC. He's not primarily a boxer. He's an MMA fighter.
right.
He came to fight Tyson Fury, who's essentially right now the GOAT in the heavyweight division. Arguably, a lot of people think he's the greatest ever.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people don't think that now, and honestly, I don't think that takes away his greatness, like him almost losing to Ngannou. But as far as the fight, Ngannou really impressed me with his discipline. I'd say his technique was very impressive, far better than I thought it would be. I thought he was going to be sloppy in comparison to Fury, but it seemed like his technique was actually relative as far as
Way
like,
better
skill
than
level.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, well, he did better than Conor did against Floyd, and that's an old Floyd that wasn't like in his prime anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
So as far as Ngannou versus Fury, I had it. I almost had it a draw because I thought Fury won 6-4, but the thing is, Ngannou got a 10-8 round when he dropped him in the third.
Of course.
So I had it like 5-5 almost. Like I wouldn't have minded a draw. Do I think it was a robbery? No, but
Gotcha.
but I I kind of get it. I get why they thought he won. He won because he dropped him, right? And Tyson was more battered than Ngannou. If you see Ngannou's face, it's fine. Tyson has like a black eye and stuff. Um, so I would say there's an argument for Ngannou too. Like if someone had a 6-4 Ngannou, I wouldn't be like, what the like that's a robbery for Fury's part. Like I thought it was close. The thing what got Fury the win most likely was the later rounds because the first couple Ngannou decisively was winning, dropped him, but then as it started going on and on, Fury started to kind of get his rhythm. He started to box well outside. It was really close, man. It was. Let's just say boxing doesn't look good right now. That's how
Yeah.
well Ngannou did. It's like
Yeah.
I'll say this: I legitimately see him beating guys that are like Wilder. I don't know if you know him, but like Deontay Wilder, like top heavyweights. I actually see him beating them. That's how well he did against the best. By the way, the guy he
Interesting.
almost beat is the best heavyweight in the world. So he's like the top guy right now and champion. So I could see him beating a lot of people. I think he legitimately
Interesting.
yeah, it was crazy, man. It was
I
like
saw the scorecard because I didn't watch the fight like you did, Jay. But I saw the
yeah,
scorecard because I was obviously interested in the buzz about it. I was like, like Ngannou got robbed, like TG was saying and shit. I was like,
yeah,
So I looked at the scorecard and I looked at the percentage of like punches landed and like things of that nature. And Fury had a pretty dominant lead in that department. So like just looking at the scorecard just by
yeah.
itself, like the data was there for me to be like,
It
it wasn't a
yeah.
robbery per se, but
Yeah, it
like
wasn't a
yeah.
robbery, and the
Yeah.
thing is, in boxing, like it's the scorecards are a little different than UFC because UFC their criteria it's several factors. They have
Mhm.
aggression, damage. Now, if damage was a factor in this fight, Ngannou definitely would have won because he barely touched. Like his face looked fine. Tyson looked battered. Um, but
Crunch
in
time,
boxing,
I'm
in boxing
assuming.
it's different. It's like
Mhm.
like punches landed, power punches landed, accuracy,
Yep.
obviously knockdowns, and that's about it. Like the criteria is different in boxing in comparison to UFC. UFC they tend to emphasize more things like like aggression,
control,
ground control. Like so if this were like a
Takedowns.
UFC criteria fight, I think Ngannou would have won. I'm not gonna lie. I think
Interesting.
Ngannou would have won, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But also speaking of boxing, did you see not Jake Paul, like the Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, TG? Or like
my god.
KSI?
The only people who got scammed, well, ironically, because both these dudes have scammed everybody, but then they scammed everybody again out of their time and money again, just to,
god,
just for all that build up, for all that shit talk, for it to be probably
like a clown.
Events. And then you got this piece of shit Logan Paul going on and has the audacity to talk about the devil like he actually is one of the worst human beings on the planet. It blows my mind that these people get to walk around in parade like this.
Dude, I absolutely agree. Dylan Dennis, dude, I was rooting for the guy that fought Logan. Like I was rooting for him at first. Obviously, he went a little too far with the social media shit. Like I'm sure you heard what he did to Logan and his girl and shit.
Crazy.
That's too far, man. Like come on, but. Let's just say I saw everything because I'm a hardcore. It was first of all the whole card was preposterous. It was terrible. It's like fucking a clown show. But as far as Dylan Dennis, he made Logan Paul look like Floyd Mayweather in there. That's how bad he boxed, bro. He looked fucking terrible. Like he even went for a takedown. Like it's not. This is boxing.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, dude. First of all, what's more embarrassing is you didn't even get the takedown. You're like, bro, you're fucking joke.
You do. Yeah.
Why would you expect to get that when you're both drenched in sweat? You're not going to be able to grip it. It makes no sense.
Or fatigued and tired as fuck. Like, good luck getting a 10 out of 10 shot.
And then he went for a guillotine at the last round, which basically got him disqualified. And then old ass security guard went in there, and he tried to punch the security guard, and he slipped it too. Like Dennis's ass. Like, bro, you're a terrible boxer. I'm so sorry.
I heard someone say he threw more punches at the security than he did at Logan throughout the
whole
fight.
Dude, did ass.
Yeah.
He didn't throw nothing, dude. It was so bad. Like Dylan Dennis, I was a fan because I didn't like Logan, but honestly, I just dislike Dylan more than Logan now.
Hey, at the end of the day, feats are greater than than perception. All of that bullshit.
Logan's making a bag right now, though.
Yeah. He's a scamming.
You know what? It's funny that you guys bring all this up because this is kind of like how I picture it if we ever saw Swag Kage against Noodles again. Swag Kage would be Logan, but obviously he has done no wrong. And then Noodles would be the other guy just getting clowned.
Logan's a scamming. Like it's very obvious he's a scammer with the bullshit he did. But it was a joke. KSI versus Fury was kind of pathetic too. It's kind of sad because Tommy Fury is Tyson Fury's brother, but yet he boxed that poorly. Kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
KSI is sore ass loser too. I don't know if you guys saw the interview. The way he was he was like a little kid. I was like, dude, you cannot. Like, I could never imagine like being at that point in life and then just being upset that you lost the boxing match and then you want to act like a fucking toddler about it.
Yeah, that ass.
What's wrong with you?
Patience, bro.
Grown ass man, that age.
Yeah, dude. Literally, it's like, bro. You just made what 10 million probably, and you're bitching about this.
Literally, bro. Like, what are you mad about? Like, what are you mad about? Like, your ego is.
You're famous because of YouTube. What the fuck do you even care about?
Like, TG, you want that 10 mil, bro? I'm pretty sure you'd be going down to Hawaii or some shit. Like, yeah.
Bro, like for 10 mil, I'm gonna thank him after. I'm gonna buy him something after.
Bro,
like,
bro.
That's like me or Jay being in a Naruto debate. We lose somehow, but we got 10 mil from that, bro. I don't give a fuck if I lost.
Dude. I wouldn't even care that much, honestly.
Like sure, I get the competitiveness, you know what I mean, because it connects and corresponds to like business in a way and your pride and ego, whatever. But it's like it's not that deep, bro. Like you could die the next day. Who gives a fuck?
Like, no
grow from it, learn from it, get better. How about that? You know?
Yeah. $2 from Dimitri again. Appreciate that, brother. Haku and Zabuza versus Kimimaro. Oh, interesting. If it's sick Kimimaro, I would see Haku and Zabuza.
All day, every day.
Yeah. If it's like prime Kimimaro, which obviously we never got to see, unfortunately, there's a chance because even Orochimaru Sama is like the next vessel for him.
Yeah.
It's like implied that if he were in Kimimaro's body or something, that he would have even perhaps done. I think this is what happened. I'm not sure. Quote me, correct me if I'm mistaken. That he would have been done better against Hiruzen with Kimimaro.
Oh yeah, no. He said the assassination would have gone smoothly, like easily.
Yeah,
like
so probably Kimimaro in his prime.
And then he also killed the fucking Kazekage, whatever Orochimaru, effortlessly. Like it was low diff.
Yeah, Raza.
Yeah, like so he was Kage level bare minimum based upon all that stuff, whatever. So if you kind of like compare all that to Hawkins, Zabuza, it's like, hey, good luck, you know, because now it's looking really bad. But like I feel like Zabuza and Haku's best feats is from the war arc if you analyze it that way. But then again,
use that,
yeah. But then again, like Kim Maru's fucking war feats are pretty busted as well, and I think even arguably better. He's over here fighting along with Chio and fucking you know, going against a shadow clone of Caesium Naruto, and we know like a shadow clone of Caesium Naruto is like Kage level bare minimum, and he's still there just ready to go. You know what I mean? Like while every other Kage got one shot and blitzed, so you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Both Ukibima, Kimimaro. Yeah, in the prime. Yeah. One thing I learned in his prime, excuse me. One thing I learned when I was a fighter: if you aren't swinging, then the opponent is swinging. Yeah, dude. In striking, a thing I see a lot of the time with new guys, like because I boxed for a while, is that there's always this fear of getting hit, and it hampers your ability to like get combinations going. Because this is what I see, which is kind of strange actually. Like you see guys in the gym, in practice, they look like killers, right, on the bag, on the pads. But then when you actually put them against somebody, that goes away. Especially if it's like under the lights, right, like an actual like competition. It's like they don't perform to what you see in the gym. It's kind of bizarre. It's kind of like a mental nerf, maybe, like going back to anime power scaling. It's like a mental nerf. Like you see this guy's a killer in the fucking gym, maybe even in sparring, but then you get to under the lights, it's like he falls apart. It's kind of weird, dude.
That gym is his second home. He trains there every day. He's with his homies, his crew, and then like underneath the bright lights with like hundreds of thousands of people watching you on TV or live for that matter. It's like a lot of anxiety. You know what I mean? Naturally.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's anxiety, like hampers your ability. It's like it's strange because I've seen it firsthand. I'm like, dude, if you fought the way you did in the gym, bro, you'd be a decent professional fighter. But when you compete, it's like the pressure gets to them, like under the lights. It's actually really weird to see. It's almost like you're seeing a different fighter. It's kind of strange. It's a real thing, though. It's definitely a real thing. It's like kind of like the equivalent of like brain fog. It's like they just like that disappears. That skill goes away. So
like playing a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, this is it right here. Yeah.
It's really strange. Yo, Jay, have you seen the Attack on Titan finale? I've heard of it. I need to check it out, bro. I need to check it out.
I've seen clips. Yeah, I've not watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either, and I've heard some critiques. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but I've seen critiques. That's all I know. Let's see, bro. Dylan got punched by a guy in front of his girl on Twitter.
Oh no!
Damn,
dude, he's a fucking joke. Dude. I'm sorry.
These dudes cannot trash talk either. I hate when they sit down at that fucking table and they say the corniest shit. I'm like, bro, this is not what we're coming up with, bro.
Nah.
Like
TG, where's Aeroflame when you need him, bro? Like
that reminds me of
I would actually cry laughing if that
reminds me of
oh my god. Dude,
fucking comeback.
Or Six, bro, like let Six take that too.
Especially Logan, bro. He was so fucking bad at the shit talking. Like, what the fuck are you even saying, bro?
Adesanya is horrible, bro.
Oh, Adesanya, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not that good at it. Yeah.
Like this reporter, he's like, hey, so why are you wearing that collar? He's like, you know why, bro? Because I'm a dog. I'm like this guy, dude.
That's not good.
Like me, I know my limits, bro. I would immediately concede in that trash talking shit, bro.
Some guys, yeah,
it's just don't have it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Some guys just need to not roast. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Literally, like, no. When I was with Aeroflame, bro, I'll never forget it to this day. Like, he starts going on my Aeroflame. I can't fuck with you with that, bro. Come on, like, you gotta pull that shit back, bro. Like, you can pack me all day, but come on.
like Conor McGregor, for example. That guy can talk. Like that guy can talk shit.
Yeah,
nowadays.
Yeah, not nowadays. Nowadays he goes too far. But yeah, in his prime, like he could talk shit. Another guy. Muhammad Ali, obviously that was a different time. He was more like poetic. He was more poetic with his shit talking, but he could talk shit back then. What's another good shit talker? Fucking
Adele, maybe?
Yeah, Chuck Liddell he's a pretty good shit. Who's actually a good shit talker? John Jones. He's not bad. But he doesn't like roast you. He's like cold about it. He's like, yeah.
Everyone chill was talking shit about John Jones. This guy's ass beats, bro.
Oh my god. You know what was cold is when when him and DC fought the second time and they were having the interview. Daniel Cormier, they were having the interview. He's like, listen, you trained as hard as you could, and you still couldn't beat me. I'm just the superior, and there's nothing you could do about it. I was like, damn, bro. You could see, dude. You could see it in Daniel's eyes. He's like, fuck. Like he knew it was true.
He's like, he got me, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then he knocked him out the second time, so he's right. But yeah, it was crazy, dude. Some guys can really talk. Some guys just shouldn't talk at all. Honestly.
Yeah, I was telling you, just come on.
Like
bro.
me personally, I know I can't talk. So like, if I know I'm better than somebody, or better yet, or if I think I have a chance to beat them, I'm just gonna like keep my mouth shut and just like, you know what I mean? Like just you'd be that guy you see in the UFC where you're standing looking at each other, you just don't do shit. You just looking at that motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck you up. That's it. And then when the fight comes down, you beat their ass.
Ask Isaiah said, ask TG about Yellow Mask Obito versus EMS Sasuke.
Here we go. We're about to hear a bunch of people cry.
The video. Oh yeah. That was a great video though with you and Swag, by the way.
Like, how dare you, TG? You're just saying that because of Swag and shut the fuck up.
I had to explain that to people too, because I was telling them, and they're like, "Oh, you said like there's a couple things like you didn't go in on." I'm like, "Listen, this was my first convo with bro at the end of a 5-hour call. I don't know what you wanted me to do, fight him on his own video." That was cool. And I told him, and I was like, but like in terms of like this dude's question, it depends obviously which EMS Sasuke. I think if you final EMS Sasuke, I mean that's no question. He's like more comparable.
No question.
Like, Biju Sage mode, Naruto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fresh EMS Sasuke kind of dependent on how you think Obito stacks up to Itachi. That's honestly
exactly.
Line. And then mid tier, I think there's a pretty good case for Sasuke as well. But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the early EMS Sasuke, there's a conversation there. Like you can have a conversation that depending on how you scale him, that Yellow Mask Obito would have a chance. I don't think that's crazy to say. No. But and then like ETG said, final obviously it's very obvious like final EMS Sasuke, like final end of war, it wouldn't be a competition.
Oh, he would smack.
That would have been
early EMS was quite relative to Itachi. And
he wasn't equal, but he was relative.
That's why. Yeah. And even though like Buck stated that he was like superior, even though we obviously saw Itachi was the
he smacks his shit away. He's like, "Bitch, I'm still better than you."
That's why I do.
Itachi was suppressed with his base Sharingan going up against Casey, and when Naruto was relative to Minato, who was relative to Yellow Mask Obito. So it's like if Itachi can go on par with MS Itachi, that indicates that he has like the adequate enough raw tangible assets to deal with Yellow Mask. I would say.
That's why I do lean towards EMS Sasuke. Like I do think even early EMS Sasuke beats Yellow Mask, but I think it's definitely more of a discussion there in comparison to like final EMS. I do think he probably beats him because of the Itachi thing. Like there's a very good chance there's like arbitrary relativity between him and Itachi just based off them fighting Sage Kabuto with like relative levels of success. Obviously, I think Itachi was more successful than Sasuke in that fight. Yeah. But I do think there's like arbitrary relativity.
And Itachi was backpacking that fight too. He was babying Sasuke, bro.
That's why I think Sasuke probably would win that. But yeah, there's definitely an argument that Obito could too, though, depending how you scale Sasuke.
Yeah, it boils down to your argumentative abilities and obviously comprehension of things. It's very circumstantial. And personally, if you view it in the way where like you think Sasuke is relative to Itachi, like Shinobi's saying, to where he's not equal to Itachi or above, but he's relative, then you can definitely be more in favor for Yellow Mask Obito, because that means Yellow Mask Obito should be slightly faster and basically be pulling a Minato moment, right? What's it called? If you go along like that logic, and then if you go the other way where you just think like it's more wits, Sasuke more comparable to Itachi, then that's when it's more than likely going to give Yellow Mask Obito a problem. But it's just hard, because like all the narrative statements for Yellow Mask Obito and even Orange Mask Obito, there's constant like narrative saying like, oh, Naruto, you need to master the Nine Tails power, which is KCM, right? What's it called? And then like in order to have any chance remotely against him, and then when you have all these other people that are getting within that power, aka Itachi, whatever, that's where it becomes really interesting. So
yeah, exactly. $2 from Kedrick, appreciate that. What's the most savage moment in Naruto? Most savage? That's a good question. Let's see.
It's hard. Yeah.
Cold as shit.
Would you like these clones to use Susanoo?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
That was cold as fuck, man.
Or better yet, summons a meteor.
That might be that one. And if we include Boruto, it would be when fucking Jigen said, "Let me take my shoes off first."
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. Come on, TG. If you take your fucking shoes off and then beat somebody's ass in their own home, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those two are probably like the most savage moments in Naruto, bro.
I'd say that. Then you got
Sasuke ripped off that guy's arms, dude, like in the tuning exams. That was
he
pretty
broke.
cool.
Like Sasuke, that moment was crazy. Then you have like QB Naruto, where he did a Haku. That shit was savage as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, there's a good amount, but you know, if we're saying like best overall, and it's like something that's just fucking savagery, I definitely give that to Madara and even Itachi. That motherfucker was a bully to Orochimaru.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back up, guys. Let me see some of the things you guys said. All I'm saying is Kanye wouldn't drop 4 mid albums in a row. I don't know about current Kanye, man. He's having, he has some demons right now to deal with.
Yeah. Pain is good too. Our boy Pain. Let's not sleep on him too.
Oh, when he leveled the village?
Yeah, cool. he just came to the village and basically bullied everybody, fucked all their shit up, talked his shit, blew it up.
The whole moment was cold. Yeah, the whole fight, the whole invasion was cold.
Literally.
Kabuto wipes his ass. I'm pretty sure Kakashi wouldn't even be able to calm him in time. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Wipes his ass.
I've always wondered when Hidan said he's slowest in the Akatsuki, was he taking Zetsu into account or not, since Zetsu technically isn't a combatant? He has like a kind of like a feat against fucking Chonchiro or some shit, maybe. I mean, that was during the war. Either way, I still think Hidan's above Zetsu because, again, he literally stated not to be a combatant, like on his own, at least.
Or Black Zetsu just nobody knew about his abilities at that point. He's always attached to White Zetsu, so that would probably Hidan's just would have incomplete knowledge too, or something.
Exactly.
It just doesn't look good for Zetsu, like in a combat sense. It doesn't look good, even like in a narrative sense either. Like she's just shown basically to be above everybody. Like the main thing he really strives upon is like off guard attacks. You know what I mean? Or surprise hacks bullshit. You know what I mean? Like in Hidan, he's kind of immune to that. He can't be killed in a traditional sense. So it's like even if Zetsu gets something along or whatever, like it's not going to do anything. And we know Hidan bare minimum scales to 3 Tomo Kakashi. That's very impressive. You know, so
yeah. Let's see. One thing I learned when I was just read that. Hey TG and Jay, who wins if person A has 90 speed, 40 AP, 50 defense, and person B has 60 speed, 90 AP, and 90 defense? Let's see. So person A has more speed, right? So you have that advantage. 40 AP, but person B has 90 defense. So if we're presupposing that the guy's defense is too much for person A to even hurt him with, then I mean,
the speed's irrelevant. Yeah.
First of all, the speed is irrelevant, and secondly, the person B wouldn't be able to hit A. I don't know what would happen there because he's too slow.
Yeah.
Maybe he could stand there and let him hit him until he gets tired, and then his speed drops below 60, and then he beats his ass.
Giving me some Hero Academia vibes right now, bro.
Yeah,
I guess if you put stamina levels in there.
It reminds me of Pokemon, literally.
Like
that, yeah.
Is a
fun idea.
Subaru bodying a tank because it's faster?
Yeah.
This is the bottom line.
It's like, what's gonna win, a fucking Ferrari or a tank, bro?
Yeah.
One idea for a video and try.
Kind of like Superman and Flash in a way, to be honest, but
yeah, kind of. Yeah. Jay live stream. Let us know, Ken. Both Dylan and Code are no different. They're both frauds who talk shit. Facts, bro. They're both frauds. Boruto, when he bitched Code around with Uzuhiko, bro, he fucking humiliated Code.
That was crazy. That he stepped on his face and then said all this nonsense. I was like, bro, this is not. When is my man gonna take a W? Code, what's going on?
And I quote, "What is this nonsense?"
Yeah, bro.
It's just insane.
Dude, it was so disrespectful. This is like, when that chapter came out with the Uzuhiko, I was like, he might have passed up Sasuke as far as how cold he is, man.
Bro,
this shit is crazy.
I knew Code was a bitch the moment I saw Jigen just grab his wrist and fucking throw him and slam on the wall effortlessly.
Crazy because it's crazy because No Limit Code is stated to be above Jigen,
Exactly.
And then Boruto just surpasses that. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm still strong.
We'll be real. Like, we're obviously not saying he ain't nothing.
In base.
Yeah, like in base. Yeah, like Code, he is strong. Like we're not saying that he's not. It's just unfortunately every time in the narrative when he's put against somebody, it's someone he can't fuck with every time.
Yeah, he loses. You
know, so it just gives him a bad rep.
Has it been revealed how Boruto acquired Sage Mode by chance?
No, not yet. It seems implied based off the end of the chapter with like the Sage Toad like in his coat that probably going to be Koji Kashin. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Probably
going to be Koji.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And that makes sense as well. But one thing that makes it look worse for Code is like TG said. First of all, Boruto's in base. Yep. Secondly, his ability. You could argue he didn't have killer intent because the way I look at the Uzuhiko ability is it was kind of like a negotiation tactic because he used it to try and force Code to tell him where the Ten Tails is. Yeah. He's like, hey, this shit hurts, and it'll never stop until you tell me what you want. It either stops when the Earth stops rotating, or I stop it myself. Yeah. So he's like, I can stop it.
Yeah, he was holding back, but he was like torturing him. Yeah.
No, he was holding back. Yeah, he was holding back because essentially he was interrogating Code, and he put him in his place and said, if you don't give me what I want, I'm gonna make you suffer.
Yeah, it was like Naruto to Delta when he was holding back and like trying to torture her and get intel. It was the same exact shit.
That's why it makes it look worse for Code because this is not even like Boruto beating his ass like going all out. This is him just like toying with him. It's like, bro, holy shit.
And he has no limiters either, dude.
Yeah, no karma.
So the problem with Code, bro, is like friends, like we got Kakashi, our GOAT, right? Where at least even when he is being put up against people, he just unfortunately is at an extreme disadvantage. You know what I mean? Like fucking Pain or Orochimaru, whatever, blah blah. At least the motherfucker got some fight and respect. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if he's gonna lose, at least he goes down like a boss. While this motherfucker Code, he's just straight up getting bullied. Like it's just there's nothing. Like
dude, it just looks so bad for him. Like he passes these limits. He has this crazy lore being above Jigen, but unfortunately, you know, the protagonist surpasses that. So it's like it doesn't really matter anymore.
Fraudulent.
You know?
Fraudulent.
Yeah, like exactly. unless he's going against like a bunch of fodders, you know what I mean, like thousands of fodder shinobi or like the side characters, then yeah, sure, he'll look like the big bad guy. But if he's going against the protagonist or another big boy that's up there, or even like whatever, it's just he just gets bitched every fucking time.
I'll say this, like to be fair to Code, even though it's not like definitive, he might be above Kawaki because Kawaki, first of all, in the chapter previous to that one, he struggles with a Tento clone that has a Renegon. To be fair, it had a Renegon infused in it. It was stronger than like the typical Tento. But he did get slammed on his face. He did beat it. He used his karma and like wiped it away. But he was like, it had reactionary time relative enough to him to slam him into the ground. So that kind of makes him seem inferior. Also, he tries to blitz Boruto and Boruto dodges it also. And then he tries to kill Code and Code like gets away also. So it's kind of like, it seems out of the three at least that he's like, it seems implied at least that he's at the bottom between those three. It seems to be Boruto at the top, then Code, then Kawaki. Obviously that's not definitive, but it seems at least that he's like a step behind those two. To give Code some credit at least. At least it might be possible.
You know what's interesting about what I just got out of that, Jay? When you brought up the Renegon thing, like that's further proof that the Renegon does amp anything.
Oh yeah, definitely does.
I hope it would.
Choji's daughter says like these fucking Tentos are fodder, but then when she runs into the Renegon one, she's like, oh, this one's like way stronger.
Yeah,
like,
so that means that's just proof enough that the Renegon amps you overall. Yeah,
definitely.
Because let's be real, like there was people were always applying speculations that they were like, well, oh no, it's probably just towards the power of using the Renegon's abilities and blah blah or Link Vision, and it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, because the fodder ones are getting their ass beat by Chocho and Ino and fucking Ino's son, and then the fucking Renegon one slam Kawaki in his face. So it's like,
so I find that really because that's really good to connect back to Shippuden and scaling and shit. So and even Six Paths like Madara and shit.
I wonder where Sasuke is though.
I know. I hope he's not dead, man. That's all I'm hoping, bro.
There's a possibility he's either captured somewhere or he's in a coma. Or I don't fucking know, or dead, like you said.
If I had to predict,
last we saw him, he just went on his own.
I would say he's probably like. He probably told if I had to predict, he probably told Boruto, "Go ahead, I can't help you anymore. You've surpassed myself.
Yeah, true.
Go out there and just, do what you have to do against Code." And then the Sage Mode thing, I'm gonna predict it's Koji. We might be wrong,
it has to be right.
Yeah, maybe him and Koji are like hanging out somewhere,
or maybe we get to see Ma and Pa again. That'd be kind of cool. I'm about
That'd
it.
be kind of dope. Yeah, that would make sense as well. Yeah, that definitely makes sense as well. Maybe they come out like of hiding because they hear of Boruto's problem or whatever. Either that or Hopefully Omnipotence didn't get them. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest. Before Sasuke dies, I do want to see one more good, or regardless if he dies or not, I do want to see whatever they plan to do with him. As the end result, I want to see him have one last crazy epic fight, though. I want to see that.
I saw this clip where he had like an Obito moment where he died for that fight in the 10-tail clone army, and he gave his Sharingan to Naruto, and
nah, fuck that.
Naruto. Yeah, I know. That's I don't know.
No. Regardless, whatever they plan to do with him, I want to see him have one last badass fight. I don't care who it's with, but I want to see a good fight from him.
Yeah. One of the funniest moments in Naruto was when Rasa was shocked to find out Gaara actually has friends. Yeah, dude.
Damn, bro. He's a menace.
He's like, bro, you were a psychopath before I died. What the fuck happened? Deadass. Edo Tobi, Edo Minato, and Hiruzen versus Edo Madara. Oh, you mean Edo Obito, right? Oh, you mean Tobirama? Sorry.
Tobirama, yeah.
Man, they're all getting whipped, bro.
Yeah, Madara.
Unless it's KCM, 2 Minato, maybe. But yeah, if it's just base, yeah.
Yeah, if it's KCM 2 Minato, you can make some arguments. But if it's just both of them, base to base against no, I'm sorry. What
do you guys think about this? Fucking Isaiah asked Kakazu versus Mr. Gamaken, the fucking toad.
That's funny. Dude.
Gamaken was able to, speed blitz Jubito's thing and also destroy it.
Yeah, fucking. Fucking Kakazu, man. He's just such a character.
Gamaken has a cool design, though. I will say he's hella funny.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. The guy I'm responding to made a point that has evidence to support it, but didn't show or mention. Said, should I criticize him for not proving his claim or steal man? I meant strengthening his point. I wouldn't steal anything until you know he has proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he might be capping. But yeah, folks, any questions you may have for us? Naruto, JJK. And JJK's been, it's been an interesting moment for JJK.
What's your thoughts on that, TJ? Have you been watching JJK or no?
I mean, my profile pic is Toji, so I'm clearly, it's
okay.
Great. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Is it weird to say that I've been enjoying that more than Boruto? Is that weird?
Not at all.
It's such a breath of fresh air.
That's what I'm saying.
Modern stuff. It's so good. It just so reminds me so much of reading weekly Naruto and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
And then I go to Boruto, and it's I feel like I'm looking at cold cereal. I'm man, bro.
Or predictable shit, you know what I mean?
Sukuna versus Gojo was last week. Come on, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's high, bro.
Hey, let's be real. Hey, let's be real. When we see that shit animated, though, whoo!
Oh my god.
And you want to know what's be crazy? They might even show it the extra detail of how he got sliced in the anime, because it didn't show in the manga, so he might actually get that in the anime, because that's what it normally does. And if we get to see that, hey, that's gonna help out even more with scaling and shit. So
yeah, man, all the Gojo defenders, dude, Gojo's my favorite character still. The argument for Gojo is that Sukuna without Mayorga wouldn't have beaten him, because the argument is that the argument for the Gojo side is that he couldn't even use his own arsenal against Gojo because of Infinity, and that Mayorga was needed to adapt to it.
Oh yeah, no, sure.
That's the argument I hear for the Gojo side. But you could argue that one. Sukuna wasn't a full power. He only had 19 fingers consumed.
True.
And 2, he didn't have 4 arms yet like he does now. 4 arms, apparently he's quicker with abilities to use curse techniques and stuff like that. He's even more potent than he was when he fought Gojo.
Yeah.
And even Gojo even admits when he's in the afterlife, he says he held back. He literally admits he held back. Gojo's my favorite character, dude. It still stings that he's dead. But
with all of that, then Jay, definitely Sukuna, yeah.
Yeah, I still lean towards Sukuna being the superior, and again, it makes sense rationally when you think about it, because I think Six said this. What would the point of JJK be if Gojo would have won? If he was strong?
Yeah, there's no plot progression. They would have to introduce a new villain, basically, some Dragon Ball Z shit. Go on to the next after Cell or whatever.
Yeah, so basically, that's why I think Yuji's gonna take over. He's gonna be the next in line. But again, we'll have to wait and see. But. That's my train of thought, at least when it comes to Gojo versus Sukuna.
Think of Naruto. We have all these characters, right? Naruto's behind, whatever, and these characters have to die or be defeated in order for Naruto to get the motivation and inspiration to grow and become stronger. Jiraiya had to go in order for him to move on.
That's kind of like when people use Pain said that Jiraiya would have beaten him if he needed a secret. Do you think the narrative would have made sense for the narrative if Jiraiya was stronger? I don't know. That's that's the way I look at it. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. But yeah, JJK, man, like TG said, definitely a fresh, just a really, really fresh air moment for me. Also, like, it's the first time I've enjoyed reading a manga weekly, like TG said, in a long time. Like,
animation these days is so good.
It's just so good, and it's so
unique.
The
animation is really good. Yeah.
Like, bro, it's so good. It's so unique. It has so much like value, like to where it gets you really hooked or curious. Like it's just like what TG said. It's like them vibes of Naruto all over again. You know. Like,
yeah, it's just really is a breath of fresh air, man.
Have you seen Chainsaw Man, TG, by chance?
I have been told to watch it.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list too. By the way, I definitely check that out. TG, have you seen it's not new, but have you seen Berserk with like that show before or the anime?
Man, I've seen a lot of Berserk stuff. I have to read it. And people
I'm in the same boat.
Watch the anime because it's not the good representation of it. And I've seen some of the
really
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because I mean, from what I heard, like the older anime, like the animation is like really good for it. But then just like the manga art is honestly just like it's pure just ecstasy on a book page. It's like ridiculous.
Literally. It's definitely my bucket list too. Like I need to read that, man. Like
that's all I've heard really well.
Yeah, all I've heard is good things about it, basically. Let's see what you guys have said. DMS Kakashi versus Hagoromo.
DMS, Hagoromo was like stated to be around like when Madara was getting like what one Rinnegan, he was like being close to his power. So I would say definitely DMS Kakashi, based upon that. You know, but I don't know.
Really good question. Speaking of JJK, what do you think? TG Gojo versus Itachi.
Oh man, you see, I'm going to do JJK content at some point soon because I'm.
For real? Yeah.
I'm not qualified yet to speak on it, and I know a lot of JJK guys to like talk to about it. So I'm going to like I'm talking with them and shit like that because like with that type of stuff, it's like crazy because like right now I'm reading it like as an enjoyer. But obviously, I'm gonna go back and do like a second read through.
And then go scale mode,
yeah. Because I don't like to think about that shit when I'm like reading it. I'm like, dude, you just want to enjoy it. Talking shit. It's a good fight. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, like bro, you want to know what's funny about that, bro? You know the internal struggle you be having though, because there's a moment where you're just trying to enjoy it and you love it, and then next thing you know, you're going into scaling mode for a moment, but then you're like, oh fuck, wait, hold up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I was reading JJK, because I'm the same boat as TG, like I was enjoying it. I started screenshotting moments when they're scaling a reference. I was like, I'm gonna save it.
And then that was me, Jay, and I was like, "Fuck, what am I doing?" Like, nah, just enjoy it, bro. What I could go back.
I was like re-researching. I'm like, oh, he's that strong? I'm gonna screenshot this shit. Literally, that's what I was fucking doing.
I'll say this: a big thing with JJK, and I was talking to one of my boys about this. I love, and this is like specifically, the manga does it well, but the anime is the representation of speed and like speed disparity between characters. And like because we talk about this when we're talking these discussions, like, oh, this guy's way faster than this guy, right? But the way they display it in the show, it's like, oh my gosh, like finally, right? Someone's like writing this shit down like that we would get it. Like I don't know if you guys watched the most recent episode, but with like Jogo. It's like there's this character who's like massively above everybody, and he like spoilers for anybody watching. He like burns 3 people alive like before they even realize what's happening. Some dude grabs a guy and takes him outside of the building before he realizes what's happening. I'm like, dude, oh my god, thank you for doing this. It's like I cannot stand it when characters are too relative consistently. Like I
agree.
I need that type of stuff
because it's super contentious. Then at that point, you just don't really like, know. Like.
Making it blatant, like TJ's right about that. Like the way they display disparities in speed is beautifully done in JJK.
Yeah,
like,
it's really
good. Like we said with the Jogo thing, like these 2 chicks like don't even realize they're getting beheaded, and he's beheading them. It's like, holy fuck, dude, this guy's way faster. It's like really, really well blatantly displayed. There's like no argument against it because it's so well like illustrated, especially in the anime. You actually see like the motions, literally.
Oh yeah, the anime is even better. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so it's really, really well done. Like TG's right about that. It's as far as the power scaling system and scaling in general, very, very concise. Like the way they make sure to like lay all that out for us, like very, very well done. And
super nuanced. Yeah, I love it.
Super nuanced. Yeah, exactly. But I'll say that I'm probably gonna do JJK in the future too. But I'll answer your question, HPG, as far as Gojo versus Itachi. Off the top of my head,
is it Naruto faster?
Yeah, I would say the Naruto version in general is probably
contextual though.
Oh,
yeah, definitely contextual. As far as like the top guys like Gojo and Sukuna, their exact speeds aren't really explored to like guys that are a little like Maki with her potential, at least when she's like equivalent to Toji. Mach 3 seems fast to that level opponent, but as far as Gojo and Sukuna, I don't know what seems fast to them. They seem significantly faster than someone of Maki's caliber and Toji's caliber at this point. So, do I think they're beyond massively faster than speed of light? Probably not. Probably not. Even faster than the speed of light.
Speed, dude.
Yeah.
No,
like, I would deduce probably not. And that as far as Infinity, the interactions obviously would be very contentious. Like, how would Genjutsu interact with that? Would it even reach him?
Exactly.
Well, a quick thing, Jay. Like, there's a scene in the anime with Gojo where he's running like at a crate. He does like infinite speed or something. I don't know. I forget. I don't know what it all is. I haven't seen. I haven't gone that far. But I saw like a little clip on YouTube from Crunchyroll, and this motherfucker is moving so quick, like as if everything is in slow motion. Like, what was up with all that? Like, what did it? Does it state what Gojo can do? Or
but that's in theory to everyone else, though. Yeah. So like in like as far as like compared to everyone else, like they couldn't even perceive him.
Yeah.
But you could argue that's like preposterous levels of speed.
Okay.
Mach 3 is observable though. I'll say that, like to the naked eye.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Still.
Yeah.
So to not be able to see something is pretty preposterously fast.
I'm saying.
Fast. Could it be light speed? Possibly, theoretically. I'll say this though, pretty safely. If Gojo doesn't have Infinity on, he's getting blitzed by Itachi. Yeah, he can blitz.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
have it on. Like, it doesn't really take much resources for him to keep that on at all times.
Exactly.
And even character he does, you know. So it's like,
exactly.
Despite how like much of a discrepancy in speed between Itachi, who is a light timer, bare minimum, and Gojo, who is like massively hypersonic, maybe like Mach 8. I'd probably assume, to be honest. I doubt he's light speed.
Yeah.
The speed doesn't matter because like if the Infinity is on,
if it's on, you're just not gonna hit him.
Yeah, and like you're saying, the Genjutsu, like it is a physical thing that has to reach a distance.
In order to make it fair, like then with that logic, then Gojo would need to have it on right when the fight starts. Because if he doesn't, then Itachi kills him before he can even activate it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing about Gojo's ability is like they manipulate matter, like purple, blue, and like that's the weird shit about his. Like I wonder how that would interact. Well, Itachi could dodge it, but I mean, if it does hit him, how would that interact?
And purple like destroys all existence of the thing it hits as well. Like
reality,
there is no mask.
Yeah, and with Infinity on, it might just be Itachi can't hit him. Like he'd be trying to hit him, and like unless he could prove that his chakra pool is higher than Gojo's cursed energy pool, which I don't think is the case. It doesn't seem that way because Gojo literally has Infinity on at all times. Basically, after he masters that.
Yeah, you could definitely argue Gojo's like stamina and like endurance is definitely superior to Itachi. Yeah.
And I'll say this: if it gets him in domain expansion and does like the infinite sort of infiltration of information into your head, that might kill Itachi too. By the way,
it's like playing the Tsukiyomi on Itachi. At that point. Yeah.
At an infinite rate, like it continuously like attacks your brain until like it overstimulates it, like he did to Jogo, kind of.
Bro, he bullied that volcano man, bro. Oh my god.
That was a great fight, dude. So cold.
If I had to say who'd win, obviously there's so many presuppositions. We'd be here all day. Probably.
I'm saying character Gojo, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
with
I love
Itachi. Man. I have to say. But again, like TG, I'm probably gonna make videos in the future too. So I'm not the most. Like, my expertise in it is
verdicts
could
change.
Level. Yeah. But that's what I say right now, at least. Yeah. Which fictional character do you hate the most? For me, it's Homelander and popping a bottle when he finally gets smoked. A character I hate?
Donzo.
Yeah, hard.
Donzo's bitch
ass. Honestly.
Yeah.
I find him crazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sakura? No, I'm kidding.
Bro. Sakura, that's a good pick.
Damn.
Yeah. Sakura's up there, I'm not gonna lie. Donzo.
10, you know.
Oh, dude, you know who I really fucking hate is Kiba, man. He just annoys me.
Yeah.
Kiba is whack.
Bruh, during the war arc, when he tells everyone, I'm gonna be Hokage, everyone
fuck up, bro. Tier 1 glazer.
Yeah, bro.
Only after like the two strongest dudes said that did he jump in. Like, he didn't say it first. Like, come on.
Like he's like, hey guys, you know I could do it too. It's like, get your fodder ass fucking out of here, bro.
When he talks shit to Naruto in the preliminary rounds and gets sharded on literally and then loses, I'm like, bro, you're a joke, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
bro, like he getting no bitches after that. Like, bro, like imagine losing to a fart. Bro. Like, bro, no girl would ever want to fuck with you.
He's literally shart level, dead ass. Like, that's nasty. Does Baramo Naruto stand a chance against Gojo? Again, it goes back to the infinity ability. It doesn't matter how fast you are, you'll infinitely converge towards the infinity.
Yeah.
So no, the time limit on top of that, it'll run out and shit.
Like, unless you want to highball Naruto and do like some universal arguments for him in scaling, or especially be even more ridiculous and go multiversal, then I guess I'll sure. But it's more likely in Gojo's favor. So.
Yeah, you have to argue that like because the way shout out to 6, the way he put it is like infinity is like a reality sort of manipulator. Like you're manipulating the reality to your will. It's kind of like a reality simulator in a way. It makes you it makes the space around you infinite in distance. It's very nuanced ability, which is why Gojo's my favorite character personally as well.
Goku could do
it though. He's so good.
Like that guy from Bleach, I forget his name. He's like he walks like royal guards. He like has like that sniper out that has like a
fucking I know you're talking about.
Like if he shot Gojo, that would hit him because like those bullets don't have mass. They just instantly manifest on the target that's been like acquired, if you will.
It might be like a kind of like Mayorga's adaptation. Yeah, like Mayorga's adaptation was basically that. Like what happened was the slice that Sukuna used, when it hit the space Gojo was inhabiting. It wasn't even like Gojo himself wasn't the target. It was the space itself that was being like.
Bro, that's like some Doomsday shit, bro. Like Doomsday can't beat Gojo. He adapts and then just fucking beats through him.
Like, that's basically what Mayorga was for.
Some bullshit.
Fucking Doomsday, bro. He just adapted to fucking infinity.
Fucking Doomsday.
Doomsday's so broken, dude. Holy
that ass, dude. Yeah. That's probably why he wanted fucking Fushiguro, man, because of that shit he had.
Yeah, he was aware of that. Like it was hinted from the beginning of the show. He was like, "Ooh, like."
I see guys arguing that. I mean, we can't really answer this. That Yuji Kuna was cooler than Fushikuna than like when he was inside Yuji.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
I was seeing that a lot. As far as like how threatening they are, Yuji looked pretty cool with Sukuna in him. I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty dope. But
I gotta watch that shit, man.
It's tough, man. Like who I thought it was cooler, like aesthetically. Yuji obviously has more showings because he's barely been in Fushikuna for a few chapters. We have to wait and see, but Yuji Kuna I'd probably say is cooler looking. Who's
your favorite though? TG and Gojo out of all characters.
Yeah, JJK is a toss up between 3 characters. Okay, my top 3 that switches in the day. It's either Toji, Maki, or Gojo. Those are like the 3 that like.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
and I'm kind of cheating because Maki's like Toji 2.0.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know who Maki is, but fucking what's it? But no, Tojo and those two. I don't know. It's hard.
Great.
Yeah, Toji. Yeah.
Toji's great, man.
Motherfucker's a badass.
I think that was pretty dope too, bro. And like that guy who like whipped their ass, like Geto and Gojo. Like he was
like you know who's really cool is that grade 1 sorcerer with the glasses. What is his name? Like Nayami or Nanami?
Yeah. He's
the blonde hair guy that's jumping with that one dude with the student, and it's a funny ass fucking meme. I'm sorry, bro. When I saw those two jumping that motherfucker, the guy that can like fucking manipulate his soul and like heal like crazy shit. When I saw that man getting jumped in the anime, I literally like was watching with my girl. I started dying laughing because I couldn't take that shit seriously. That motherfucker was getting beat up.
That guy's like really imposing. That guy's like really imposing because of his ability. He has like what is it again? It's fucking like soul manipulation or some weird shit.
Yeah, it's like a crazy hack. So it's up there with Kamui, to be honest. Like that shit's busted.
Megumi is dope though. I fucking tough, bro.
I fuck with him. Yeah. No, the one cursed spirit. I think it's like he can like change your aesthetic. He can like transfigure you. I think that's what it's called. He has like transfiguration or something.
Yeah, he can manipulate souls. So like if you can't protect your soul or shield it, you're fucked. And like Sukuna, like what was funny though is like because he was a threat to everyone else, but when it came to someone on the level of Gojo and Sukuna, like bro. He tried to fuck with Sukuna, and Sukuna's like, "Don't touch my soul ever again. You touch me one more time, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro."
He's like, "Dude, you might be able to transfigure these people, but don't fuck with me."
Yeah, and then he did it again on accident. He didn't mean to do it to him. He did it like it was unintentional. And then he's like, "All right, you fucked up," and then he fucks him up.
Facts, bro. Yeah.
Let's see. I've been doing some research. Wait, where was I? I just lost where I was reading. Also, I saw Jay co-signing Seth tweet a week ago. Is he starting to believe in Seth's redemption? I'll say this about Seth. Like, I saw he was like helping people on Twitter, like guys that are struggling financially. So I said, you know what? I'm glad to see you're doing that, Seth. You're doing better, and I give him props for it. That's a good act. Yeah. So basically what I said.
In the redemption arc, Yeah.
Do I think? Do I see him the way I saw him prior to this? No, but he's
Hell
going
no.
he's going in the right direction though. You know, he's going in the right direction.
EDP isn't.
Yeah.
EDP.
Like at the end of the day, what I'll say for Seth, like, as long as he continues to go in the right direction, whatever, good for him. Obviously, he's still gonna have a business from it then and bloom and move on like it technically never happened in a way, but it's always gonna be there. He's always gonna have to deal with it reality wise. And then two, most importantly, many people in the anime community or even Naruto community, I'm sorry, but business-wise, they're just not going to fuck with him. They're not going to take that risk. They're not going to put themselves in that exposure. It is what it is. The damage is done in that regard. So
basically, it's like a stain that you can't wash out. Yeah. Basically, what it is. He stained himself but his name so badly that despite trying to wash it out, you know, trying to be better, the stain will always appear on the surface regardless. Like, it's one of those.
Yeah, his reputation is blemish, bro.
Like, don't get me wrong, retribution is a thing or whatever you name it, or, you know, whatever, like getting through, but it's just like when it comes to certain things on that level, you just can't blame people to not be able to look over that. You know what I mean? Like, they have to look out for themselves, you know? So
yeah. What's going on? How you guys doing? Just got here. What's going on, Nio? Thanks for joining, brother. Let's see here. Where were you guys at? Okay. Who do you think can be the new Gen Big 3? JJK.
Yep.
Demon Slayer, probably,
to be honest. Technically that.
I'll be honest, this won't ever be brought up, but I really enjoyed Hunter x Hunter. Like, I have not seen everything, but I thought that shit was also really unique and cool and underrated, and was giving me part 1 Naruto vibes, to be honest. And
that's one I have to watch. I've heard a lot of good things.
It was really fucking cool. I loved it, and I gotta continue it. Good. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
New Gen though, like.
Oh no, you're good, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just thinking, I was just thinking, like, maybe, like, JJK, obviously.
Yeah,
maybe Boruto.
Yeah.
And then I'm tossed up between, like, My Hero or Demon Slayer right now, in terms of, like, hype amongst the fan base, you know?
Yeah.
But go ahead, man, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I was at least going to hop on the Hunter x Hunter train, because, like, it's so good. It's
underrated.
Like, I love it so
much. It's like JJK, bro. Underrated.
Yeah.
It's old as fuck. It's done, but it's, like, I never knew about it at first, and I started watching that shit like a couple months ago, and I just stopped because I got busy and I need to get back into it and just finish like the enjoyment level of it, and then go back and skill it if I want to. But it's just so good. I love it. Like, I fuck with it. Like that one kid, I forgot his name already. He's basically like just brute strength and power, but he's like Naruto in a way. The other guy, he's just straight speed, like kind of like Minato, which is really cool, and you name it. And then how they utilize their shit, I forgot what it's called too. Like, it's just so unique. It's really cool. It's just like Naruto and JJK. It's some good shit,
bro.
of
course.
Really
it's a great series.
And they have like their own Akatsuki organization too. It's so cool.
The Phantom Troop.
Yeah. So,
yo, Joe, I want to say it's good to see your channel growing. Appreciate that, brother. Can't wait for you to see your next rant video. Yeah, Shishui's next, man. I have it written. You guys should see some interesting takes that I formulated. It took a while to like come up with some unique stuff. Also, thanks for the YouTube channel advice. I'm now at 6 subs. Still need to work on consistency. Yeah, dude, consistency is huge. Consistency is huge. Definitely W. I would say, consistency is big, man. Experimentation too. Like, be okay with like a video bombing, like just to experiment to see what works for you. And once you like see a video gain some traction, like sort of try to like
pick up on those
emulate
things.
That.
Enable it.
Emulate what works. Kind of toss what doesn't. And you'll find your rhythm.
And have fun with it too. You know what I mean? It's about the passion and love at the end of the day. That's the whole point of content creation, YouTube, social media, whatever the fuck it is. That's the most important thing. You don't want to make it like a job or feel like you're enslaved to it either. You know what I mean? Like that's what everybody does, like with 9-to-5 jobs, whatever, blah blah, the whole nine. Like, you want to make it to something where you're really enjoying it, but you're still having some form of like business productivity. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of balance it in that regard and just go with it in that way, and it can take off and go a long way, bro. You know, so
yeah, I would say, definitely experiment, and as you do more and more videos, I've noticed, at least for myself, like you start to note smaller and smaller details, and which eventually leads to just better and better videos. Like, with experience comes like you noting even the smallest things, like, oh, how should I edit this part? how should I script this? Like what?
And you got to keep the grind. You got to keep the
Yeah.
grind too. Like
That
it
just comes
pays
with
off,
time,
guys.
though.
Yeah.
That comes with time.
It's
so
a
like,
snowball effect. Like the way to think about it, it's a snowball effect. Even if you feel like you're not making waves or doing whatever, you'd be very fucking surprised, bro. Like I'm not like, and then eventually to the point where you're just either deemed extremely underrated to the point where even the bigger people or the people that have finally made it, whatever, they start picking up on that or recognizing, and it just connects in that rhythm. And then next thing you know, you're being acknowledged by the greats, and then you're going in those regards, etc. And it just continues to move in a positive direction. So
it's like a snowball effect. Yeah. Let's see. Naruto question: does being a strong shinobi give you passively strong skin? Like could Iruka cut Naruto with his scalpel if he was asleep? Yes, I'll say this. That doesn't inherently mean you have strong skin.
No.
For example, like people like to say Minato is splinter level. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's splinter level and dies to it.
It's so stupid.
Which is really stupid, by the way. Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say this when it comes to that. Chakra, it seems, just from the very fact all shinobi have it, when they're on guard in a combat situation, and they have chakra infused along, within their chakra network, their durability seems to go up. Like for example, Obito, when I think Soigetsu was gonna try to chop someone down with the executioner blade, he used his fucking finger to stop it, like his very finger.
Yep.
And he probably had chakra infused in that finger. Would I say if he were asleep, he could do the same thing? Probably not. Seems like the most rational conclusion to come to. So I would say levels of durability depend on the situation and whether or not the character in question is in a combat situation, or if they're asleep and literally off guard. And it definitely depends on the actual shinobi.
Those type of things.
Yeah, and it depends on obviously on the shinobi as well, specifically. Like Tsunade, for example, is more durable than fucking Tenten, for example. Or the Reikage is more durable than fucking Kiba, for example.
There's a lot of context, and it's very circumstantial. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of variables with it. Fun fact, because I always love when this gets brought up, me and Shinobi actually did a video on that, about explaining durability and all kinds of lanes. It's a very extremely underrated and unique topic to get. I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions, or there's a lot of points where people don't really understand. But it's all there. It's like blatantly in front, but people just don't pick up on that. Or better yet, it's not really a thing people really think about when it comes to, when you're watching Naruto. It's like, oh, how does durability actually really work? A lot of people don't think about that, So it's like there's a lot of science with it. So there's that too. And chakra is just the main component of it. You utilize chakra to strengthen your body, to allow you to tank or deal with things you normally can't deal with. Like it's just that's kind of been the whole narrative, the whole fucking show. They use chakra to do superhuman feats. So
like in Dragon Ball, for example, Goku dies in the fucking
the bullet laser beam.
Resurrection Frieza movie. Like some fodder ass guy shoots him and he dies or some bullshit. But then he's beating Golden Frieza's ass when he's fighting, like,
or dealing with hit. A guy like transcending time. And
and DBZ,
blocking blasts and shit,
Like, and it's the same thing with weapons in Naruto too. Like, a lot of people try to like nitpick or think they're smart when they're not, and be like, how the fuck is Sasuke's sword not breaking away? It's because the motherfucker is literally putting chakra into it, bro. Like, obviously we know a sword's durability would break, like, you know what I mean? Like, swords are not that built like that, you know what I mean? But Sasuke is putting his fucking chakra into that bitch, and that's why it's not breaking, and it scales within him, basically, Asuma, he does the same thing. He'll put chakra into that shit, and it's able to go through a fucking tree and a boulder, while without chakra, it just goes through a fucking tree, like, overall, like,
exactly,
this is kind of how it works,
Being able to, utilize your chakra is a superhuman feat, and as we learned in, part 1 Naruto, chakra is comprised of what? It's physical, mental, and spiritual. So you can apply that chakra to enhance any one of those three.
They can walk in fucking water with that shit, bro.
If you want to strengthen your ability, you do that. If you want to strengthen your ninjutsu, you probably utilize.
Want to disobey the laws of physics? Chakra.
And to encapsulate all that, durability for most shinobi is volatile. It depends on the situation. It's circumstantial. Doesn't mean that Minato would die to his fucking splinter, and that's where.
Like, if Minato was fucking splinter level, bro, he's not gonna be able to survive or tank using his own fucking rising gun. That's literally a fucking nuclear bomb in his hand. He's not gonna be able to deal with a tail beast bomb exchanging blow for blow. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much shit that contradicts that line of stupid rat fucking sophist mindset.
Yeah, but a question for TG: have you seen the new spinoff they're gonna make for Dragon Ball? I think it's called Dragon Ball Daima. Yeah.
It looks, interesting. I won't lie and say I'm excited.
He's like, interesting.
No, yeah.
I would prefer anything else. Just I will say part of this is due to the fact that the manga right now is literally just recapping the movie.
Literally,
so it's
literally.
Like, come on, man! Like, what are you showing us? What is this? Like,
what are they taking their time for, bro? Like, what are they building up?
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. I basically said the same thing when I saw. I was like, am I gonna watch it? Probably. I'm a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, but like, I'm not exactly excited for it. But yeah, I get it. Like you said, like they're basically just re-illustrating the superhero movie right now. That's what they're doing. Literally. So like Jay, I was hoping for a superhero continuation. I mean, a super continuation, but like. I mean, I'll watch it, but yeah, like you said,
Super's behind, Jay. That shit needs to catch up.
Yeah, they're still.
Who's your top 3 in DBZ?
Yeah, like favorite characters. Yeah.
Oh. So DBZ favorite character is definitely Vegeta. Like,
don't blame me.
Of course.
Now Super kind of switches because I'm not. There's certain things with Vegeta's character I wasn't the happiest about. I will say the manga kind of brought it back for me with Ultra Ego. I think Ultra Ego is super sick. I love it. I love it so much.
Is so good.
So that kind of did bring me back towards Vegeta. In Super, I like Jiren a lot. That's just me. I like the whole deal he has going on with Goku. I think he's kind of cool. You know, and I will say it does. I'll clarify anime Jiren. I'm not the biggest fan of manga Jiren. I think there is a reason for that because like manga Goku Black is obviously very different than anime Goku Black. Like, there's 2 different people and stuff like that. So you know that is a distinction. But yeah, that's like you know regular Dragon Ball just Vegeta and then like or DBZ Vegeta because like you know. I'm not gonna lie, like the Buu saga, Majin Vegeta is like Shakespearean with everything he's saying. It's like, bro, he's just spitting, and I'm like, he's not lying. Like I don't even know. Like, should I even root for Goku? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, no, but yeah, so that's like my 2. Just because like in Super 2, I'm not a fan of a lot of the characterization of a lot of characters, to be honest.
And I'm sure you agree, but Vegeta, like for the gym people, I go to the gym. He's like. That virtual gym mentor, dude. Listening to him talk.
Dude. Just, I literally was listening to a remix the other day, and dude came up to me. He's like, "What's going on, man?" I'm like, "Bro, look at my phone. This is the energy I'm on. Don't you gotta keep going, bro."
Facts, dude. That's literally what I do. I have like literal remixes of fucking Vegeta talking in the fucking
shit.
Gym,
I love that shit. It's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I literally have I literally have like his fucking speech during the Buu saga, or I'm sure you do this too, like when he's talking to the battle, the fucking God of Destruction about he's telling Goku to like, can't fail and shit when he's fighting Jiren. I literally have that shit playing, bro, when I'm like maxing out.
Yeah, oh my god.
Hey, it be like that, bro. Like
he's literally like the best gym trainer, bro. People, I'm sure. Yeah, bro.
Great. He's talking about like I won't. He's talking all this shit about I won't live my life as your second, and then I'm just looking at New Horizons sub count, and I'm like, damn, I'm not even trying to live in this, huh? This is rough out here.
Dude, like that's literally what I do too. I like relate myself to it. I'm like, when he's talking to Goku, he's like, dude, I entrusted everything in you. I'm like looking at these weights, bro. I'm like, I gotta max out, bro. You know,
hey,
I gotta max out.
To answer you though directly though, Shinobi, like if we're excluding Super, if it's just Dragon Ball Z. I'd say Gohan. I thought how he was done in Dragon Ball Z was great. And then I'll do Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I thought that shit was GOAT.
Fuck yeah.
And then if I had to pick like out of all villains, that's really, really hard. I don't think that's a fair question. But if I had to pick, no matter what, I just love Boo. Kid Boo, that motherfucker was funny. That man was a savage.
Yeah, top 3 in Z. Probably I had to say Vegeta, man. Like he's resonated with me since I was a kid.
Don't blame me. Yeah.
Vegeta. What else?
Like that Gohan moment with Tall Boo where he just says like I don't want to fight you, I want to kill you. I love that shit, bro.
Oh, dude, that shit was cold.
It was so hard. I love that Gohan.
Older Gohan, he might be in my top 3. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm talking about older Gohan. Like he's top 3 for me, bro.
Future Gohan or like just like old?
Cold as shit.
The one in the Goku outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And shit.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Like Mystic. So Vegeta for sure is in there.
Don't blame me.
What else would I pick? Probably.
What do you think about like Trunks? Like I had a lot of
Trunks
for him in Super, to be honest. Like
yeah,
I thought he had a good
cool.
arc. You know,
I always thought he was just like he's cool. He's never like my favorite, but to me, he's like he's cool to me.
He's dope, bro. Like when
he was the coolest off his introduction. That's where he peaked in my opinion a little bit. Like he was cool after that, but like. You know, the whole, like, the idea that he pulled up, killed Frieza, he's, like, this person we hadn't seen. and then you learn about it, he's still cool. But then, like, after that, he's like, just kind of, I don't want to say Vegeta 2.0, but he's like wearing the same outfit and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, where's the sword? What happened?
Yeah.
You added, you know?
Yeah,
well, it was cool because like during the Cell games, like he had like that like massive like Hulk form, if you will, and I thought that was a pretty sick moment. You know, like, that was really memorable.
Yeah, that was cool.
Still to this day. But then like after Boo and all that, like I think Super is like where Trunks like actually gained a lot more like appreciation for me subjectively at least. Like the rage transformation was pretty damn dope. You know, and he got the sword back, so it's like. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah.
When he got stunned by Goku, like he was like blocking his sword with his finger, I was like, bruh.
And he had a heart condition, bro. Like,
like, bruh, come on, man. You look like this prodigy coming in here, but then fucking Goku stuns you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, someone asked, TG's in here? Yeah, he's been in here. What's TG's workout routine?
The fuck you mean TG's in here, bro? Wake up. I'm gonna go get you a goddamn Red Bull or something. This man asked TG in here.
I was running like chest and back for a while, you know, like that was one of my days, and then just like legs and then like arms and shoulders and stuff like that. But the chest and back days just took too long, and I was not being satisfied with that because I was just in the gym for like 2.5, 3 hours. I was like, dude, I'm fucking dead. Like, and then I get home and I'm like, I don't even want to look at my computer right now. So I had to kind of switch back to like a push pull legs and stuff like that, just like modified and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, that's just,
I noticed that too. Like when you work out like the major muscle groups, like you said, chest and back, you're just fucked up, bro. Like fuck, like
they have to be their own days. Like you can't do them. It's like it's too much, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts. Like I used to be crazy with it and try to do like all body. I was dumb back then. I didn't know how to like split it up, but I used to do like all body. And one day I'd be so fucked up. I'm like, I gotta stop this.
So tired, man.
Hell no. I do legs and chest. Fuck no.
I'm too young to have low back pain, bro. I can't do it. I can't. Yo, it pisses me off.
I feel old already. I'd be like getting out of the car after the gym, like shit's cracking. Like, what the fuck, bro? What's happening? Like, fucked up. After doing like deadlifts or squats, bro. It's like, bro, I feel old. Like, fuck that. Yeah, my routine's about the same. It's like I try to split it apart so I'm not destroyed from like one day. So you can, that way you're more efficient. Because when you're already like fucked up and you work out in general, you're just not as effective, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's targeting specific muscle groups.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Let's see what you guys said.
Oh, hey, I got a quick question real quick. This is random. I just thought about. Do you guys think Orochimaru would still attack the Hidden Leaf if Minato was still alive?
Hell no, bro.
Do you think he have the balls to do it or no?
Nah, fam.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he would do it. I don't know.
Maybe with the Edos along, he might feel confident enough. He'll be wrong, but he might feel confident enough. But,
he said he'll be wrong.
If he's using the shit version like he did in Konoha Crush, I mean, he's gonna fail miserably.
Yeah, he's done.
He might try it, but I doubt.
Just imagine that shit. That motherfucker comes through. And Minato's like sitting there chilling, you know, like in Hiruzen spot instead of Hiruzen, like sitting watching the tuning exams. Minato's eating his chips, like, go, son, you got it. You know, and then Orochimaru tries that bullshit. He's like, oh, hell no, motherfucker.
Yeah, he might see Minato the way he sees Itachi. Like, he never had a direct confrontation, but he might be like, dude, this guy might be...
Yeah, he'll be straight up about it. He'd be like, yeah, I can't fuck with him.
Yeah, he might... I feel like he wouldn't be as direct and, like, open about the way he was with Hiruzen. Like, he might be more... Like, maybe he'll try, but not... He'll probably try still to invade, but a different.
He'll probably invade with like another village, right? Maybe that way, like a whole fucking like an army, you know?
Like
maybe he'd bring like reinforcements, like Kimimaro or some shit. Like he wouldn't do it alone. He'd be like, nah.
He'll bring a lot of fucking people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say. He might have the balls, but he would.
But even then, that wouldn't really do shit because like none of those motherfuckers, none of them are KCM scaling, bro.
Yeah, there's no one in the verse that would help him. That would beat.
They all just still get people. It'd be like the stone.
Yeah, like all the guys that could present Minato a problem wouldn't help him. Like obviously Pain wouldn't help him. Itachi wouldn't help him.
If Minato was still a Hokage, like Hiruzen would have never had the opportunity to like spare Orochimaru in the first place.
Oh, he would have died right there. Yeah.
In that position, there is no Konoha Crush arc. Like,
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, he would have just straight up killed him. Like he would have been there. He'd be like, "Motherfucker, you're experimenting on kids and adults. You name it. Oh hell no."
He wouldn't play that shit.
Because that was an Okage mission, not Jonin, nothing. No, that was Kage level mission only. He had to go with Anbu. So that would have been Minato instead. and he would have killed his bitch ass. Yeah.
He would have flying Raijin into his throat, bro.
Yep.
That's literally what it would have done.
Look, hey, but now you want to know how I see that if that never did happen and it goes the same way in Konoha Crush? It'd be the same shit like the Stone Village where the Tsukage, like, Inoki's like, silence! Like, shut up, all you motherfuckers! Like, took one guy to kill 1,000 of us. It's over. We concede.
Oh,
yeah. You know what would happen if Minato was alive during Konoha Crush? He would slaughter all those fucking Sand Shinobi. Guy and Kakashi would just sit down. He'd fly right
Literally. He'd just be killing them all.
He'd go up to the roof, blitz Orochimaru, and then take care of those fodder-ass fucking Edos, and that would be it.
Or the Sound Ford do that wacky-ass barrier, and he's like, motherfucker, I specialize in seals and barriers.
He's like, bitch, I'm gonna teleport out this bitch right now. Like, he'd be like, fuck no, bro.
Minato would just be folded shit, bro.
He'd be like, everyone, take a seat. Let me take care
actually,
of this.
now I'm thinking about it, TG and Jay. Technically, if he's still alive, he's just getting even stronger, too. At this point, you're probably talking about a guy that's hitting KCM2 levels, probably, you know? Like,
he'd be like, prime Minato. Probably like late 20s, prime.
He'd be even more stronger.
Yeah, he'd be a dog.
It'd be over.
Yeah. One Piece does have a lot of power and consistency in doing it, not revealing Haki and all them. Oh, really? Yeah, eventually I'm gonna check out One Piece. That's gonna take a long time to finish up.
Haki took a hot man to get revealed, man. For sure. Which I kind of like, though. You know, it's like more like a earnest way of gaining power.
TG, have you ever seen fucking One Piece? I've never seen that shit.
Man, I'd be watching it, but like I'll see people talk about it, and I'm of the opinion. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna need way too much money for someone for me to ever.
Hey, bro, I just can't fuck with it, man. I can't hang.
I'm watching it as like a super casual, like I'm looking over and I'm like, oh, Luffy hit Kaido with like a punch. That shit's cool.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm that's where I'm at. Dudes will ask me, he's like, what's your thoughts on One Piece? I'm like, bro,
I just can't hang with it, bro. I just don't vibe. It's not there for me, bro.
If you grow up watching it or whatever, it's just too much of an endeavor to get into at this point. It's so much content.
It's
and there's so many other anime to watch and shit too. So it's
like bro, like me and TG are similar, like JJK, oh shit, you know, fucking, then you have Hunter X Hunter, oh crap, you know, Naruto, yeah. But then we see One Piece, and we're like,
Drag it out, man. 1,000 chapters, bro.
I give Swag Kage props, so he was able to get through that shit.
It, man.
He grinded, man. Swag grinded on that. He's read through it, grinded through it. Yeah, that's definitely, he deserves props for that. Upper lower split is underrated. Facts, bro. Yeah, facts. Boxing is also a god tier workout. Just saying. Yeah, facts. Boxing is a great workout,
dude. Just saying, yeah.
Swimming too. That's another great one.
Oh, swimming
like works all the muscles as well.
That shit's tiring, dude. Swimming, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Boxing, like cardio. I'm not trying to like get like fucking marathon shape, but I do like to keep like my endurance up. So I do cardio, not a ton, but I usually end like a workout with like a little bit of cardio, not too much.
Cardio, absolutely, dude. It's a good way to burn for sure.
Yeah. Like if you're trying to build size, at least you shouldn't be doing too much. Not saying do none, but don't do too.
No,
much
you
cardio.
just want to do like you want to do moderate cardio, like because if you're trying to build and you already got like a skinny body type or you're kind of just toned, you want to hit more in the weightlifting and eat more. Because you want to get bigger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, you want to get more muscles, etc. Yeah.
Exactly. And I heard this thing. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I heard some weird stat that if you run for a certain amount of time, you start to burn muscle too. Like if you run too long. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that somewhere.
It could strengthen certain muscle fibers, but it's not the same as muscle resistance, like weightlifting or even like band resistance. You know, where you're using rubber bands to do shit like that. That's actually what builds you. So.
And logically, it just makes sense because if you run a ton, then you're burning a shitload of calories, and if you want to build size,
you have to... your muscle.
Yeah, like that's only good for endurance and cardio. Like if you want to build something and get stronger, you have to do rubber resistance, whatever the fuck it's called, rubber band resistance training, and you have to do weightlifting training. That's the only way.
Yeah, honestly, dude, the worst part, like if you're trying to build size like me, because I have like a fast metabolism, it's the eating, bro. Like I have to I'm trying to build size like force feeding myself.
Dude, that shit's rough. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. Fast metabolism.
Yeah, it's like fuck. Like I'm eating like my 5th piece of chicken. I'm like, I can't do this. Like deadass, I can't do this. But like I try to hit for my height and stuff. I try to hit like 3K calories a day. But bro, sometimes it's so rough. I try to spread out meals, but sometimes you just don't have the time.
Hey, we all know TG built like the Raikage, bro. That motherfucker's massive. He's the Dwayne Johnson of Naruto community.
Dwayne Johnson.
I'm trying to lean out a little bit before like I go on like a winter bolt because I'm trying to like go bear mode and shit like that. Yeah. So it's like it's funny because I'm like on the opposite. But y'all talking about food, and I'm like, damn, I'm kind of hungry. It's a little rough, but nah, it's doing good, and it's funny because like me and my like my brother's like 15 and he's like a unit in the gym. Like he can throw up like 45 and shit like that. Like he's strong as fuck. He's an assassin. And he'll just be like,
he said he's an assassin.
He'll fucking kill these dudes. And like, we're on such opposite wavelengths. Like, I'll come downstairs, he'll fuck up a giant bowl of Fruity Pebbles. I'm like, you disgusting. Like, that shit.
He said, you fucking disgust me.
Yeah, man. It's fucking, you know. But
it's incredible how different bodies can be, bro, man. Like, the human body is interesting, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Like I'm eating a ton, bro. It's just rough, man. 3K calories.
Like, bro, that's why you got different weight divisions and you like heavyweight, lightweight, you name it. Like this, it's all different.
It doesn't sound that much, but try eating it every fucking day. It's like fuck, dude.
So mundane, bro.
At that point, you might as well be eating like fucking desserts or some bullshit.
Yeah,
something you want to eat more, you know.
Yeah, and fucking like honestly, I hate eating more than the fucking gym. Like fuck, it fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah,
it really does. Let's see what you guys said. Let's see, where were we? Y'all played Spider-Man 2 yet? Oh yeah, we just talked about that earlier, dude. Go to game.
I can't wait to play that shit, bro. Like, cause this month, for this month, I'm playing Days Gone, which is like an exclusive zombie game that came out a long fucking time ago. But I just never played it, and I heard it's really good. But then I'm playing Miles Morales, and then like by that time, either in December or January, I'm gonna play Spider-Man 2. This way, when finally all the big boys are not playing anymore, and it doesn't have nowhere near its traction, that's the only way to really get value out of it if you're the little ant. So like, that's what I'm gonna do from there. But I can't wait, bro. I know that shit's gonna be fire.
Yeah, it's fucking good, bro. Oh, yeah. I binge that shit, bro. I like even like the usual like my daily routine was like being sacrificed. I was like, I need to finish this shit.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, I gotta get this out my system quick.
Yeah, that's the way.
I've been craving it. Like, no, you guys have no idea how the struggle I've been having. Like, I have it. I'm literally looking at my I'm looking at my Spider-Man 2 fucking PS5 edition right now, bro. That shit looks sexy as fuck. I got the game right there. I've been just looking at that shit every day. I'm like, I fucking, I'm just mad.
I feel like I kind of have like being like honest with myself. I feel like I have like an obsessive personality. It's a good thing for like business and stuff like that, but bad things, I'll be like, if I start watching a show I really like, I'm like, I gotta finish it.
Yep.
I gotta finish the show. That's literally how I am, bro. Or video games too, like Spider-Man. I was like, I gotta finish this shit, bro.
Now, speaking of game, TG, have you ever played Hulk Ultimate Destruction? I thought that was an underrated fucking superhero game. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it came out during Xbox.
This looks mad familiar. I have not played this, but I have seen gameplay.
It's so good, bro. Like, that's how Hulk's supposed to be, too. Like, it's basically comics Hulk, but oh my god, like, it's up there with Arkham Batman and Spider-Man. That's how good it is. For a Hulk mobile game, it is so fucking good, dude.
I think I've seen gameplay, too. Yeah, I never played it.
Yeah, no, you got to at least watch the story mode, Jay. Just go on YouTube and type Hulk Ultimate Destruction and just watch it. Because it's just so fucking good. And then, I'm waiting for them to remaster it. Because I have a feeling they're going to do it. But I don't know if they're going to do it. That's the weird part. And it's like, it's just such a legendary game, dude.
Yeah. Who's the strongest Shippuden character Naruto 6-Pass clone can beat? Strongest character that Naruto's in Naruto Shippuden that Naruto's 6-Pass clone can beat. But if we presuppose fucking Tenten.
Yeah.
If we presuppose they're like even relative to him in strength, I mean he's beating almost everybody except obviously like, let's see, the strongest.
Like nobody's even beating his clone, bro. Like his clones are no joke. Like we saw like what KCM1 clones could do. They're already Kage level. You know what I mean? Like so like imagine 6-Pass clones.
Yeah, if it's like Enda Shippuden, probably like Jubidara maybe.
Yeah.
The strongest it could beat. He's not beating Kaguya with a clone. Not that version of
No.
Naruto. No. If it's Boruto, fucking prime Naruto maybe, but not him. Probably Jubidara, I'd say.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody else could fuck with it, even a clone. Like clone, bro.
Like, yeah, that's probably the strongest.
Like maybe 8th Gate guy, but that's if you're being extremely generous.
I was thinking
extremely generous.
Oh yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, that'll be another interesting one.
Like personally, I don't think Guy could do it either because I'm sorry. Like we see guys struggle with that version of Madara, and then next thing you know, like base 6-Path Naruto is just like on the same level immediately.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, man, 500 chapters is possible, but definitely not as long as One Piece. People can't go for lengthy animes anymore. Yeah, it becomes a chore, I think, after a certain length for some people, and it's that fucking long, like thousands of episodes, like over 1,000 episodes, over 1,000 chapters. It starts to become like a chore.
Those days are done.
Yeah, especially if you haven't followed it from the beginning. Then you're trying to catch up. You're like, fuck, dude.
One Piece is an outlier though, because it's been such a highly like demanded manga or anime series for that matter for like generations at this time. So it's like it sells so damn much, so it entices the company to produce more content. So it's like it is what it is, you know. But I wouldn't expect this to be a normality at all. Like One Piece is the outlier when it comes to like
absolutely,
this amount of like content. It's ridiculous, but it's rational.
You see that shit on Twitter where everyone, like the One Piece fans versus the Boruto fans, are like, "Oh shit, look at our website! It got more views than Boruto this month." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, they're trying to have like a competition on that.
Competition, man. Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's looking crazy. Let's see. Minato and Tobirama versus Itachi and Pain. You can add Hiruzen if you want. I think the duo isn't strong enough. Minato and Tobirama versus Itachi and Pain. Yeah, Itachi and Pain.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude.
Prime. Yeah, if it's Prime, then yeah. Would Batman be able to resist or break out of Sharingan Genjutsu?
Oh yeah. We react to that, Jay.
Crisis. Yeah, it's not the Crisis. He made a video on Batman versus Itachi, right? Was it him or was it? No, it was Jobbers and Goons. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jobbers and Goons. Yeah.
Job smoking and Jobbers and Goons.
Yeah, he's goated. That video had me and Jay dying loud. Like I'm gonna post that reaction eventually on my channel. But yo, that video had me dying loud in Jay of how broken Batman is.
I mean, he had like
Tsukiyomi resistance, you name it, like planetary, worldwide like bro.
Yeah, he fucking he used like broken versions of Batman. It was hilarious. He was using like some broken shit. He's like reacting to Supergirl. He's fucking like breaking
all
out
this
of,
shit. Like Batman's is cracked. Like he's fucking cracked, bro.
If it's those versions of Batman, hell yeah, he's breaking out.
Yeah. Now if it's like a balance because he's a composite character, you know what I mean, like whatever, then he's more than likely fucked.
Yeah, if it's like year one Batman, or
he gets slammed.
Batman,
he's human level. Yeah,
he's getting fucked up at that point. I saw Kabuki's channel, fucking Kabuki, web slinging from Spider-Man 2. Yeah, dude, the traversal in Spider-Man 2, bro, so good. The web slinging.
Yeah,
they did a really good job. Like the director, I saw an interview with the creative director, the senior director of Spider-Man 2. He's like, yeah, we wanted to not ruin the swinging. We just wanted to add on top of it. It's basically what they did. They just made it better.
And the fast travel too is amazing for what I saw.
Dude, that shit is
instantaneous.
Yeah,
it's instantaneous. Yeah. It's so dope, bro.
Hey,
they did a really good job.
I wish GTA had that shit.
Speaking of Kabuki, no. If GTA doesn't do that, we have a fucking problem. If they can't do that shit, I'm gonna be pissed. It's been like what, 10 years? Hell no, you know. Yeah. But Jay, speaking of Kabuki, you know what I just thought of? Weeb has the potential to be the next Kabuki if he actually took this shit seriously.
Kabuki.
Remember Weeb, the guy that was on you?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he was talented, man. Like how funny he was.
How funny and stupid he was. Like, bro, he could be the next Kabuki, bro.
He deadass would blow up if he like was consistent. Yeah, he deadass blow up. I don't know how to explain it. The character had a skin where he was animated like he was Spider-Verse movies, like the low frame rate, if you know what I mean. Looked rad. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. There's actually if you go to settings also. There's like a comic. You can go to graphics and make it comic version.
What the hell?
And it makes everything slower and shit. Yeah, it makes everything look like comic bookish. I tried it. It looks pretty dope. It obviously the quality isn't as good, but I think that's the point.
Huh.
It's supposed to be like it's pretty dope though. But yeah, I know what skin he's talking about.
That's pretty cool
though. Let's see.
Yeah, one skin I fucked with a lot. It was for the first Spider-Man game. You could put on like the comic. Animated skin, and it looks so cool. I love it.
Yeah, it looks so dope. Yeah. There's so many good suits in that Spider-Man 2 for both Miles and Peter. My favorite suit.
I heard that Bully Maguire symbiote suits in there.
Yeah, they have Bully Maguire. They have Bully Maguire on
funny.
Isn't there an exploit where you can play as Venom, like even outside of the like little
Yeah, there is. I saw that shit on Twitter too. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
What the hell? Yo.
Yeah.
You could play as Venom? Yeah. No way. That's so cool.
Dude, you should see some of the mods on there already. Guys are already making mods on PC.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean a mod. Okay, I thought you meant like legitimate.
You know the cool mod I see? Speaking of GTA, I saw...
Oh.
Yeah. Another mod I saw, speaking of GTA, I saw CJ as Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And they even had his voice and everything. It was hilarious, bro. When he's talking to Miles. That shit was so funny,
Hey,
bro.
Jay, I just thought of this shit low-key. This might be an underrated idea, and maybe I'll predict something in the future. You know, it'd be a goated next Batman game to have? Make it a Batman Arkham game, but in the future for Batman Beyond. That would be goated.
Oh, it'd be sick,
If
bro.
they continue the Arkham, it's same from the same people, right? You know what I mean? Arkham and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just in the future, and it's Batman Beyond. That would be cool. I'd fuck with that.
With Terry as Batman?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they can make it open world, more like futuristic.
That'd be dope.
And this way we kind of get like more lore and more continuation background of what happened after he went into, you know, like that fake my death retirement bullshit, you know?
Yeah, maybe Bruce could be like old and like mentor him or some shit.
That's insane. That'd be so cool, dude.
Yeah. Let's see.
But then again, it's gonna be really weird though because we technically know what. We don't really know the time though because we see Arkham Batman in the fucking Suicide Squad fucking video game. So I don't know the timing of that. I don't know if that's either way before or in the future, whatever. We don't know. So.
Yeah, that would be a good idea for Arkham. Arkham is just a goated series. I wouldn't mind them continuing.
Or even in the past, do another Batman. Obviously not the same, but you know, like what they did with Batman Arkham Origins. Do something in something in the past, but it's obviously he's more, you know, developed. It's
they
past
could even
origins, you know.
They could even use Damian Wayne like his son.
Yeah, they could do Damian too. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Arkham's long overdue, bro. They need to fucking continue.
Or what they could do is a follow-up story. Because remember in the comics when after what he has like his exchange with Darkseid and he's like traveling in fucking time and shit because he just can't die. What's it called? To where like they're all fighting over the role of who's gonna take the Bat role. That'd be cool. Like so, it's an Arkham game, but you're basically playing as Nightwing Batman suit, Red Hood Batman suit, things like that, and just kind of playing that whole story and interacting with.
I know you guys get. Yeah, I know you guys can all agree, but fucking Gotham Knights, that shit was ass.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah,
bro, that shit.
I only enjoyed it because I'm a Batman fan, DC, but it was horrible as gaming wise. Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I was like playing an arcade.
And that Batman was ass. Who gets beat up in their own fucking cave, bro?
He got his ass beat. Yeah, he got his ass beat by Ra's al Ghul.
By a fodder ass Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, like what?
In his own house, bro.
Like TG, bro, you can't be, bro. Come on, bro. When you saw that shit, I know damn well you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
That ain't my Batman.
Literally, that ain't comics Batman. That ain't anime Batman. That ain't movie Batman. Like you would never see Batman get his ass beat in his own territory by a fucking that villain. Get the fuck out of here.
That is not the same Batman that fought Bane in Arkham Origins. Hell no. Oh no, bro.
Arkham Origins Batman would slam that Batman. I'm gonna be dead ass.
He was fighting Bane like in base, bro. Like he was a monster.
Like we see Arkham Batman just like beating Ra's al Ghul's ass like over and over. Like I'm just that guy.
Think about it like this, like that. Arkham Origins Batman beat his whole rogue gallery in one night.
Yep,
that's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, and then we see in this movie, in this game, he gets his ass beat by Ra's al Ghul. Like, bro, are you serious? Like, come on, man. That's not okay.
That man couldn't even like detect a fucking arrow being shot at him from behind. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, if Batman's gonna get ever off guard, come on.
Yeah, no, bro. That game was ass. I feel like I was playing an arcade sometimes. I'm like, bro, this shit's ass. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was not good. Let's see. Speaking of Batman Beyond, DC had a plan to make an animated Batman Beyond movie to answer Spider-Verse, but it fell through long before James Gunn came in. Oh, really? Damn. DC's always dropping the ball, bro. What's new?
Yeah, I don't know. DC had its moments with the Batman trilogy with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger and all that. That was where, in my opinion, where I felt like it was like just greatness. And then right when it went after there, it just fell, bro. Like Man of Steel was really good too. I love Man of Steel. I thought that was good.
It was pretty good.
But everything else is horrible. So
have you guys seen Blue Beetle yet or not?
No.
Nah, I still need to check
I know it's probably either mid or trash. That's why.
It's pretty fucking trash. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you told us that you fucking left the movie theater.
Yeah.
You just walked out of that shit. You're like, fuck this trash shit.
I'm out, fam. I'm out, dog. Yeah.
Best DC movie live action to me is probably Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Yep, Batman the Dark Knight. Yep.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro.
But even the third one was fucking goated with the Bane, Tom Hardy.
With Bane, pretty good.
Oh my god,
dude,
I love
Heath Ledger, bro.
Yeah,
Heath Ledger.
so good.
Yeah, legendary.
Actually, good question. Who do you think is better, Heath Ledger or what's the other guy's name? Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, dude, I'm
on the
right?
Heat side, but
Yeah.
I think they both bring like different aspects of the Joker to life, which
Facts.
I like that they're
Yeah.
not both trying to go for the same bit. So
Facts.
I'll say this: I like them both for different reasons.
Yep.
And it's kind of like hard to judge one objectively over the other, just because
True, yeah.
they're going for like different depictions.
It's not fair. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Joaquin
you're
did
definitely
a superb job, though.
Yeah,
I
like,
will
oh no,
say.
he did phenomenal. Like, it actually blew me away. I was really surprised. 'Cause I'm sorry, after seeing the fucking Jared Leto Joker bullshit, okay, like, I lost all hope from that point.
Dude, that is
okay?
ass. That shit, dude, that wasn't even Joker. That was some like, you know who it reminded me of more was fucking Black Mask with fucking.
Yeah, it was like a black mask joke. Like, bro, it was so ass.
That shit was ass. You know what was hilarious when he was like having a love story with Harley Quinn. Joker doesn't give a fuck about Harley Quinn, bro. You'll let her die, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck out of here? This shit's ass."
Yeah,
bro.
no, like they're like the fucking writer was like, I have a great idea. Let me just make a gangster Joker and make him completely ass.
So dog shit. That's so dog shit, bro. I couldn't even finish the movie. That shit was ass. Bro. I'm sorry. That shit's fucking ass. No, like, that's not Joker, bro. That's some
I
some
just
other guy
pissed
they made
off
up.
Jay low key without even trying.
Yeah, bro, it's so ass. But as far as Joaquin versus Heath, like TG said,
Ledger.
they're definitely different depictions because
Yeah.
Heath Ledger is already he's already depicting Joker after insanity, right?
Yeah.
And then Joaquin Phoenix is depicting like the origins of Joker, like when he
Exactly.
first
and
becomes
the whole
himself.
message and emphasis of like the killing joke or like where all it
Yeah.
takes is one bad day. That was kind of the
One bad
vibes
day.
I got with
exactly.
Phoenix is
Yeah.
like the fact that it was hitting that legendary comic story with the killing joke where all it takes is for you to have one fucking bad day or just to go through enough and you've just had enough and you're done with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
And
mental health.
The thing is,
So-
the thing that's hard when it comes to like acting skill is they both have like tremendously good performances. That's why it's so hard to
Absolutely.
like, like Heath, like some of his most iconic moments would be like when he goes into the interrogation room and he like puts his foot down. He's like, "Oh, I'm not a joke. I'm not a joke," and he literally takes over like the whole operation.
Yeah.
And then Joaquin, he has amazing performance like when he's in the TV. He's on the TV show, the Talk Show show.
Good.
That shit was so good,
Like-
bro. Him and Robert De Niro. That was one of the best acting
Killed
scenes
that
I've ever
shit.
seen.
Yeah. Like I'll
that was
say
amazing.
this, like if we're talking over on a general sense, Heath Ledger all fucking day, what's it called? And especially in just hitting the check marks in every fucking box. Because we're talking about a guy that took that shit to an extreme level.
Extreme, yeah.
Of like I'm gonna get this shit done. Like he locked himself in a hotel room for weeks upon weeks, like truly diving into the psychology and like the mental morality emphasis of who the Joker is and what he is. He took that shit to a crazy level, and to the point where it fucked him up so bad to where, unfortunately we know what happens afterwards, because there's a lot of shit he was going through. But what made it really crazy and insane of a performance is when he performs on the movie, because they did a bunch of interviews and shit, you name it. Like when he was acting, everyone was like he was completely different. Like he was gone. Like they didn't no longer knew him. That's how real it was. And there was people on set that were actually scared of him because of how how much he was there. You know what I mean? The whatever that fucking actor is, her name Rachel, whatever her name is. There was a scene where he did a lot of improvising scenes too, to where it wasn't even part of the script, but it worked and it was beautiful. And the director's like, yeah, this shit's fire, keep it going. And basically he's grabbing her face and everything, blah blah. All that shit was unscripted. That entire scene,
he's brilliant.
Was unscripted. And when she gave her honest response when that was happening, she was terrified because she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And so there's just shit like that. And then the guy that played Alfred, he was also just shitting his pants. There's just so much. And then even the hospital scene where things are supposed to blow up, that delay was real. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's something wrong went on set or whatever. And what does he start doing? He just starts improvising and just perfected the scene and what Joker is.
That was amazing.
So overall, when it comes to general and even the main core comic aspects, and along with him being sinister, unpredictable, and pure chaos, and everything Jay said before, he just takes it all day, every day. But at the same time, it's not really fair, what TG's saying to the other guy, because I'm pretty sure if he was in a similar role or casting, he could probably definitely get the job done too, or even do to a similar extent. So they're both really good. It's just it's hard. But if I had to pick Heath Ledger, overall Heath Ledger. But when it comes to the other dynamic I'll say Phoenix all day, every day. You know.
Yeah, Arthur. He was like Arthur Fleck more than Joker. Like he was still hanging on to that thread of sanity. He was trying not to lose it. Obviously, he lost it in the subway scene when he got jumped by those assholes and he shot him.
Yeah.
Like that's the way he broke. He's like, I'm done. Fuck it.
He had enough of life.
Yeah, this is like that shit was dark. One thing about Joker, they got the darkness done right. Because after that movie, I was like, God damn, bro. Like
you felt that shit, bro. Like you were like, you felt like you were like that you could even relate at certain points in your fucking life, you know? Like,
I feel like this shit hit different, bro. That's how I felt after the movie. I was like,
it was such a cool like interlude to like Joker's story with Joaquin. I thought. And it's a cool way of portraying that like transition of like sensibility, if you will, and then like Heath Ledger was like in the mix. He was like already Joker, like already went through his like chaos spell. So it's like different iterations of Joker were being like, exhibited.
Joaquin, it's weird because he was like ironically. Insanely, he was brilliantly insane. Like I don't know how you even do that, but he was like the way he did it. Like like after he shot those guys in the fucking subway, and then he goes into the bathroom and starts dancing. I was like, what in the fuck? I was like, bro, what the fuck is this shit? But it was brilliant though.
Oh shit!
I was like, bro, what the fuck?
That movie was so good to the point where like I could dead ass watch that shit like again and again. Like that's just how good it was. And then even the message for mental health was incredible because there was a lot of similarities to where like I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real, but mental health in our world is a joke. Like how it's taken care of, orchestrated, whatever you name it, it's really just not as competent as it should be. And it kind of delivered very well in that point too, where it boils down to money, boils down to the system, this and that, whatever, and it just kind of makes you feel that despair at a certain moment, especially if you have mental health issues. You know, like everything about it was just illustrated beautifully, and it was just a great movie. So
like when he was dancing in the fucking bathroom, I was like, this is weird, but it's in a way it's like brilliant at the same time. I don't know why. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Like, when he goes in the show on live television, and it stabs and it shoots the guy. Like imagine, bro. Like
that was probably the best scene in the movie to me. I was like, holy shit!
And you get what you fucking deserve.
Like, it was crazy because like Robert De Niro, like when he was being the host, he was like kind of trying to dissect Arthur. He's like, hey, what do you think you were right in killing those people? And like you could see him kind of like. He's like holding on to that thread of sanity, but then he like lets go. He's like, they deserved it, and then he made a joke out of it. And then the host is like, okay, this guy is more than just. He's fucking insane.
When he kills that one dude, Jay, and like by slamming the door on him, and the midget guy is like screaming and freaking out, and then he's like torturing him too because he knows it's making him so scared, but he's doing it on purpose just to get laughs. That shit was so trolling crazy.
That shit was dark as fuck. I was like,
and then he tells the midget like, come on, you know, whatever. And he's like, oh okay, and then he fucking scares the shit out of him.
That's how you know he was losing his shit, man. It was all a game to him at that point.
Not gonna lie, I actually might watch that shit low key tonight.
Dude, I was kind of thinking about it too. That shit is goated, bro.
Dude, I can't wait until the second one comes out, Joker 2, bro. That's gonna.
No, they're doing now thinking about it, didn't they say they're doing it with like a female too, like a female?
Yeah, Lady Gaga is gonna be Harley Quinn, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was a female Joker. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why would they be doing a fucking? Like, if we're gonna do a female Joker, that's like Flashpoint storytelling, like Martha Wayne being the fucking Joker.
Yeah. The only thing that we're probably not gonna see is Batman because Bruce was like fucking 9 years old in Joker.
True.
Like, he saw Bruce through the gate.
Yeah.
And he was like a little kid, so unless he's like fucking like a 50-year-old Joker and Batman's like in his 20s, it's gonna be
weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be like fucking old ass Joker and like young Batman. I think we're probably not gonna go in that direction with this iteration of Joker. That's what I have to guess.
Yeah, no, I highly doubt they're gonna do that. I think they did that on purpose for a reason that they don't want to have the Batman and Joker dichotomy and that because we already have fucking Robert Peter fucking what the fuck is his name? Twilight guy. Fucking the fuck is his name?
Pattinson,
the fucking vampire dude. What's it? We already got that Batman story, and that will have the Joker comic shit. Like, there's already for the next movie, they're already teasing the next story for riddles and jokes that they did for the comic. So it's gonna be the comic story that had Riddler and Joker at a war with each other, and then Batman basically having to deal with it. That's what the director said the next movie will more than likely entail, but nothing's obviously confirmed.
Yeah, and there's that one scene, like extra bonus scene cut where it shows Joker like in the fucking asylum or some shit.
So we have that already, and that's a whole other separate verse, and that's not even connected to the DCEU. So I highly doubt with the Phoenix verse that they're gonna even have any Batman remote. I think it's just gonna be nothing but Joker, you know.
Joker. It's like the dark version of it, like of Joker.
It's pretty fucked. Yeah. It's like there's no Batman, so it's like, what do you do?
It's just fucking. It's fucking crazy. Like they did a really good job with how dark that shit is. Let's see. Have y'all seen 6 newest Sonic versus Shadow video? Oh, I know he's doing Sonic videos again.
I haven't. That's cool though.
Yeah. The editing is crazy on the videos.
Yeah, I heard that too.
The editing.
Like, must have paid like a fucking god tier.
I just need to know
editor.
who, man. Just slide me in
that was god tier, like god tier.
Really, was that good? The editing?
It was really good. Yeah.
What do you think the connection was? Was it like Swag Kage? Like, or wait, what?
It's like I gotta ask because I literally know the dude who like does some of Swag's videos and shit like the most recent one. Like I'm cool with him and shit like that. And he was actually helping me with some editing, which I appreciated him. Like he was just like teaching me a couple stuff, things like that. But it's like, nah, that shit was nice. Like there's like a game menu that pops up and a character select. Shit. I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta flex on us. Like,
God damn,
this is too much. This is too much already.
Six said, I got that bag, baby.
Oh, bro, yeah, that guy, whoever the editor is god tier, man. That guy's fucking. That's crazy good. Yeah, that was really good. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to watch that video now because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't ever gonna watch it because I'm not really into Sonic. Like I like Sonic, but not like how everybody is. What's it called? But now that I don't know, bro, I might have to watch that shit.
Scaling is actually pretty cool. Like Sonic scaling is actually
Sonic
cool.
is interesting.
Yeah, kind of dope. No Limiters Noodles versus Untethered 6 in a fist fight.
Oh my god,
Who's
6
winning?
all day. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Noodles looks like or 6, but I would guess 6.
Noodles, he's like a middleweight build. I've seen him before. Like he's not skinny and he's not fat or anything, but he's like middleweight. He's like in between. He's not skinny or really that big. He's like right in the balance.
Yeah. Are you guys talking about Weeaboo Warrior? No, we're talking about some other guy named Weeb, not him.
Oh, I love Weeaboo Warrior.
Yeah, Weeaboo Warrior is dope.
Oh no, he's cool.
Good takes, good debates.
Yeah. Not him.
Me and Weeaboo Warrior have talked and done a lot of shit too. So.
Yeah.
Shit, like the funny part about him, the way I even like knew about him is out of nowhere, like. You know what I mean? I'm just like a little ant fodder doing my thing, whatever. He just comes out of nowhere, comments in my video. He's like, hey, this shit was goated and fire, low key. And like, can you react to this? I'm like, oh okay, bro. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. He has good tier lists. Which is the strongest Leaf Village? I mean, which is the strong? I mean, when all Shinobis are good, not less 1 or 2 damage guys. Many broken Shinobis at the same time would be good to scale. The strongest Leaf Village? Like, you mean like different eras?
What you mean, bro?
I guess Boruto Leaf era with fucking Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, definitely. It's even more advanced, like.
Yeah, and it's more futuristic. Yeah,
it has to.
And it has Boruto and Kawaki in
like
it.
They got advantages with technology, communication, strategizing. Like it's
Yeah.
It's power cliffing.
Let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of Batman, who do you guys think is the best Batman actor, like live action? Do you think it's like Robert Pattinson or Christian Bale?
It's another similarity where it's kind of unfair in certain aspects, but like if I had to pick out of all, I'd say Christian Bale. If I had to, but that also has its cons. Like each one of them has pros and cons. That's my problem. There is no perfect Batman, you know.
Yeah. Like I'm a big Pattinson guy, but like his Bruce Wayne is lacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the part of the character where he needs to work on it. But like I like his Batman because like you see a lot of acting through his eyes. Yeah. And he conveys a lot of good emotion. Like I like that. I also like his Batsuit a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm
kind of dope.
Like, I think it's really cool, but I'm not. I like what Batman said. Like there is a lot to that. It's like they bring different elements to the character. Some perform certain aspects better than others, or
Yeah, exactly. I know older guys, like older than us, will be like, "Oh, Michael Keaton," but.
It's
like before our time, but like
like a simple consensus of it is like here's the problem. Like I'll make it very simple. Like I'll start with Ben Affleck. I feel like he's the most simple. That motherfucker, okay, goated in fighting, whatever. Like he's more of a comic feel, goated fighting, like Arkham style shit, and like it's great, right? But then he's the dumbest Bruce Wayne I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The Bruce Wayne part is also like, what the fuck am I watching? The intellect part is horrendous. He's the greatest detective, yet this motherfucker looks so stupid in that movie with the Lex Luthor and crap. So, like, that's the problem with him. And then it gets even worse with Justice League. The motherfucker's being a comedian, cracking jokes, whatever. So, like, there's a lot of weirdness with him. But the prose, fighting was great. The comic feel with that, him using his gadgets and it was like an Arkham-filled Batman in a way. Then you have... Yeah, go ahead, Jim, my bad.
Yeah, he's like the best iteration of the specific version that's Return of the Dark Knight. Like, he's that, like the one that fights Superman. Exactly. He has like the same suit and shit. But, yeah, as far as acting, that's tough. Like TG said, I think Robert Pattinson isn't the best Bruce. No. I agree with that. Like, I think he could work on that. I do like his Batman iteration.
Yes.
I think it's one of the better ones.
I think it's better than Affleck and even Christian Bale. Like, I'm not joking.
I do think it was that good. Like, the way he kind of like encapsulated what Batman represents, he did that really well.
Yeah.
As Batman. Like, even like the dialogue.
Even the inspiration level to the public, eventually, you know,
like Bruce needs to be more charismatic, and he's like TG said, he's lacking there. Like, he's not playing a counterpart the best. Bale did that better. Probably.
And the fighting is really good too. Like, the fighting's goated. You know what I mean? Like, with the suit or whatever.
Fighting's pretty good. It's like a more realistic take. People are like criticizing it. It's like, oh, he's having trouble with these thugs. I'm like, but this is like year zero.
Yeah, it's like starting Batman. That's fine. That's legit. You know what I mean? Like, and then not only that, his intelligence is also teased too. Like, his intellect is really good. Like, he goes to the scene, like the detectives are struggling, whatever. He's like, hey, this shit. You know what I mean? Like just casually, like, and it's just funny as fuck. Like, so his intellect is really good already. It's a perfect illustration of year 0 and 1 Batman, basically. The fighting's really good. Like, how he's kind of like still has some form of emotional stuff too. You know what I mean? And like that trauma aspect, like all of that's illustrated perfectly when it comes to the Batman persona, right? But when it comes to the Bruce shit, like what TG said, then you have Christian Bale's Batman, where his Bruce is fucking great, right? Like I feel like the Bruce Wayne was fantastic. But then when it comes to the Batman, it's like, it's like, wait a fucking minute. You know what I mean? Like, there was some core values with it, but it was still like just not on point. And then 2, what was also weird is like fucking when it comes to his fighting. Like, it's literally a guy just spinning in circles in a Street Fighter Batman. Like, that's not, like, I'm sorry, but like when I saw Batman Begins, I'm just seeing this guy spin in a circle and then just off-screening motherfuckers, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? The fighting was horrible. Like, even in like the other 2, it's just not, like, it's like a weird Street Fighter Batman. Like, I don't know. And it just had too much realism as well. Like, it just, the Batman illustrate part, and whether if it's the combat department, especially even the intelligence department, he was a very dumb Batman as well. Like, it just wasn't, it's just not there. You know what I mean? So, like, unfortunately, I feel like what they did perfect was the Bruce Wayne, but everything else was just mid. It was whatever, you know? Like,
I feel like Batman's like a hard character to portray as
he is
an actor,
hard.
I feel like.
Very hard.
Yeah, like, you have to be able to do the counterpart perfectly with Bruce being like charismatic and kind of like easygoing to try to ward off the fact that he could be Batman. And then when you're Batman, you have to be like a completely different actor.
It's 2 different entities, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to play that. To be fair, for any actor, I feel like it'd be a hard role. Joker, I feel that's a hard one too.
Yeah,
but we've had some great ones. Like Ledger was spectacular.
Like, you gotta basically be like Heath Ledger in scaling, like basically on the level of like fucking Madara or Hashirama, bro. Like,
yeah, you gotta be amazing.
You gotta be an amazing in order to really do the Batman role or Joker role justice. Like, you have to.
Those are those are just really hard to play. Like Flash, for example, is much easier. He's like he's one character. You're just like kind of witty, kind of a little stupid, fast. Like, it's easy to play. Or Superman, like, you're just
very simple,
kind of like Captain America.
Yep.
Yeah, like Captain America character.
American. Yeah, for
sure. Like, literally that's all you are. But Batman has like 2 counterparts. Joker's is hard to like really triangulate him to be like as good as Ledger. Like Joaquin, it's really, really hard.
And that's the problem. Like, and don't get me wrong, we're not shitting on these other actors either. Like, Christian Bale did a phenomenal job, great job. Affleck did pretty good too in a way. And then like and even like, and I personally, I think Robert Pattinson, I thought he did the best out of all of them.
Yeah,
but but overall, like, it's just, that's what you're kind of working with. So there's no perfect Batman that we've seen just yet, or at least a Batman that's been close to perfection. I just can't say that, and that's the problem. You have your pros and cons, and you kind of got to pick your poison. What you are mainly going to prefer, and really care about at the end of the day, because unfortunately we haven't had a single person that's demonstrated all of those values that would really give what we really want to see out of Batman on the big screen.
Yeah, it's just hard. So, yeah, it's really, really hard. Like, the old people, the old heads will say Jack Nicholson was the best Joker, like, because they're, like, from that past era, but yeah, I still don't think he's better.
Yeah, that's just appealing to emotions, though.
Yeah. Or, like, Michael Keaton is like, oh, he's the best Batman. Like, no. But yeah, it's kind of like let's go into sports, like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron argument. Like, oh, Jordan's the GOAT because they're like 50 years old. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. Like at the end of the, like, what we do need though, I'm pretty sure we can all agree on this, and especially TG. Imagine if we had like with the same shit in Marvel with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. If we got that with Christian Bale, like all of them together, every Batman, that'd be goated. I'll be fucking with that.
Maybe it could be like the Batman Who Laughs fucking universe movie or some shit.
It'd just be cool to see all of them together, like in their own bat suits, like, and just to see like some kind of story. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh yeah, I got a question for you, TG. It's Dragon Ball though, but who do you think would win right now? I mean, obviously we don't know for sure, but Gohan Beast or Black Frieza, if you had to choose.
So I'm on the Black Frieza side. It just seems a little more consistent.
Agreed.
I know like the statements pertaining to Gohan are like, like on the Goku and Vegeta stuff and stuff like that. But
yeah.
It still doesn't just mean anything since Frieza was so much more above them. And it's like, it gets even crazier because I've heard people talk about that, like Frieza was probably preparing for like a fusion level Amp 2 since he like witnessed Gogeta and Broly and all that shit. So it's just like, he's pretty just objectively above these milestones that Gohan's like, oh, you surpassed this person, and then Frieza's like, okay, like to me. So it's like, yeah, it seems more consistent on the Frieza end from what I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. Like, as far as like that, yeah, I agree, because we can assume at least that Piccolo and Gohan haven't seen Goku and Vegeta for a while, and they're like automatically assuming like Piccolo's assuming like, oh, you know this form, you're above them. But at best, we could say that he's stronger than Broly, Goku, and Vegeta. I think that's the last version they've seen, I believe, respectively. So maybe we could say he's above those, but obviously they've grown in strength. I mean, fucking, with Vegeta with Ultra Ego, Goku with True Ultra Instinct, and then Black Frieza comes out and one-shots them. So it's just very, like, unlikely, like, statistically, that he's above the likes of someone like that. On top of that, fucking Gas was stated as, or Goss, however you say his name, was stated as the strongest warrior in the universe prior to Black Frieza's intervention, or coming back into the universe from the hyperbolic time chamber. And he was so much stronger than him that he disintegrated because his body couldn't catch up to that power level, and that's how he took care of him. So I agree. I think Black Frieza, there's more for him, like, observably. Yeah. There's statements for Gohan Beast, but like you can interpret those in certain ways that would still not put Black Frieza under him. So I also think, Black Frieza is probably stronger right now. That would be a good fight. Hopefully one day, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get an answer. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one. So
I just think it's interesting. Like it's really contingent upon like the chronological aspect of like the two fighters in question, because it seems like Gohan Beast like is after Black Frieza's like manifestation, if you will, and like and gods for that matter too. Like, he's the strongest Z fighter. He's not stronger than like Zeno or like the Priest, for example, but like he's the strongest out of all the warriors that they know of at that time, which doesn't include Gohan Beast. But
true,
and then again, it's weird because like Piccolo Dorado, I think his name is supposed to be on the same level as like Blue, Vegeta, and Goku. Max being above those guys, obviously, but to what degree is arbitrary. And then Gohan's obviously stronger than that, so it's like you really just have statements like you guys are saying, like Cell Max is the strongest villain or opponent ever to be faced, and Gohan Beast defeats him. So it's really a question of like observable data versus statements that were in a fucking movie, or what I mean. So it's like
and even I think Gohan says it after the fight, like he even like implied the way he states it. It's not like he's blatantly above, but he's like, even with Goku, without this form, even with Goku and Vegeta, we still might have lost. Like, he's not saying, "Oh, I'm way above these guys" either. So, and you add the fact that he hasn't seen them in a while, and that rationally, the best conclusion you come to is the last time he saw them was in the Broly movie, or that's the last version of them that he knows of. Like, this is more likely that Frieza is above, like, currently, and that could change maybe, but it just seems like that's the case right now. that he's the top guy.
And the
Yeah, so
fashion that he dismissed the two of them too was so
yeah,
nonchalant. So it's
like the
like that's
fact that
a
he
lot of
spared
difference.
their ass. Not
Yeah.
only that did he spare because he thinks he can beat each one individually, but he's seen fusion, so he's probably assuming like even if they fuse, I'll still whip their ass. Like he still thinks that he's that much above, which is crazy, by the way, considering how we saw he got handled by Broly in the Broly movie, and then he saw what fusion did to Broly, but now he's like so confident that he's like, you know what, I don't even need to kill him. Like I'm better than them. Like, they can come back and try to beat me. It's crazy, man. Yeah,
Which is
it really is.
arrogant. It really is
It is
arrogant.
arrogant.
It's like
Yeah.
the Saiyans have like an infinite possibility to keep leveling up. Like that's just in their bloodline. Every time they go on the brink of death and survive, they just like grow exponentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like their
Hopefully,
potential.
yeah. To him, it's like he hasn't learned his lesson or something. Like, dude,
Exactly.
like in the Namek arc, you were way above these two, and look what happened at first. Until obviously Goku, broke through his limits and beat your ass. But like, it's like he hasn't learned his lesson.
No, not at all.
Time. Yeah,
Nah,
that's kind of like, yeah.
I was gonna say though, Rook, my bad, bro. I was about to head
Oh,
out
you're
though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a little later on my end. I gotta get some shit done.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you
I
gotta-
appreciate you guys for letting me on and like chatting with y'all for a little bit more. I appreciate that
Yes,
a lot.
sir.
So,
Appreciate you coming
Appreciate you,
in.
man.
yeah. So you got. I see Batman's me. I'm gonna let him rock. I won't bother him too much. So I'm gonna let you guys rock. Enjoy the rest of the stream. It was great talking with you guys, and we'll talk more. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Much
bro.
love,
Appreciate
man.
you coming in,
Thank you,
bro.
brother.
All right. Catch you guys.
Peace. All right. Shout out to
What's up,
TG, man. Shout out to
Yes,
TG for
sir.
coming in. First 6 last week. Now we got the GOAT TG in here, man. Dope.
Just good ass people, you know what I mean, to conversate with, bro. Like
Shout out to
that.
them, man. Shout out to them. Yes, sir. Boruto is monthly, so it's kind of slow. Yeah, there's been a lot of hiatuses too, I feel like. Like the last one was like 4 months or something after the plot twist.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, there's been a
okay.
few
Like,
hiatuses.
let them take their time to make good material as opposed to just rushing it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. They're taking their time with it. It seems like Black Frieza wants to smoke with Beerus. It seems that way, huh? It does kind of seem like that.
Dude, he was hella afraid of Beerus too at one point.
Yeah,
bro. Like
in the Resurrection of Frieza movie, he was like, "Fuck, like I
dude, I
can't."
don't know about
Yeah. Now, man, I mean, he let Goku and Vegeta live. He knows that they're kind of close to Beerus. Like, he might have the confidence now. Could he beat him? I don't know. Obviously the scaling surrounding Beerus is extremely ambiguous, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think it's theoretically possible, though. I'll say that at least. I think there's a possibility he might contend with Beerus now. He's that strong.
Yeah, Beerus just has weird ass scaling, man. So inconsistent.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's like one of the biggest inconsistencies in the entire Super narrative is Beerus' scaling. To be honest, how far is Boruto making it in JJK? Boruto Uzumaki, current Boruto, he would slam everyone. I mean, obviously Gojo's Infinity, but if he wanted to, he could just, with the karma, probably go outside of space and blow up the planet. Like he wouldn't take this Boruto right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd fuck him up, dude. Yeah.
He'd fuck everybody up. You know what he could do to Gojo? You could theoretically use the Uzuhiko Rasengan, put it upon Infinity until his cursed energy runs out. That thing does not go away. The damage is being imposed on the space that it's attacking. So theoretically, that his cursed energy would run out, and it would still keep going, and then it would damage him. You could argue that.
Oh, that's just broken. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is that cracked. Like the only way he said that it'll stop is if the Earth stops rotating, and I'm sure Gojo won't outlast and outlive the fucking Earth's rotation. Like
no.
So he would clear. Yeah, he'd clear. I need to learn to forget about irrelevant shit. I saw some random YouTuber say that a game had no well-written characters 4 years ago and still get pressed. Yeah, that comes with just experience. I think you start to not care about things that really don't matter. My life would genuinely be so much better if only my memory wasn't like this. Yeah, I think a lot of young people have that problem. I'd say younger people that haven't been exposed to the world, even older people. I'm not saying just younger people, but they seem to have a harder time letting things go. Like egos are more prevalent amongst younger people. They don't know how to check. They don't know how to check themselves yet.
Exactly, man. Yeah, and you really have the power to allow things to affect you or not at the end of the day. And if you have like an abundance of like distractions or things that prompts propagation, if you will, then that is a good distraction. It's a positive distraction. And these like trivial, irrelevant things you're contemplating years later are a figment of your imagination. It seems like, because like, I don't know, like the more trivial it is, the more attention it deserves, in my opinion. And
I agree.
you utilize energy in so many other ways, man. To be honest, yeah,
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And what's crazy is like, what with time, right? I always say time sort of like heals all, or like allows things to pass. You realize how extremely trivial some things were that were such a problem to you prior due to the emotionally charged state you were in. In hindsight, you're like, wow, that didn't really matter at all. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So once you just really start to realize that, it comes with time and experience, obviously, and of course the mindfulness to want to do that. It gets easier when you're younger and you're kind of just starting out. It's more difficult for sure, because you don't have the experience yet. You don't know how to mitigate those kind of things within your own mind yet. So yeah, it takes time, just like anything else. Could the Teen Titans survive the Saiyan invasion? Obviously, it would depend on the iterations, but like the regular Teen Titans, hell no, they wouldn't. They get slaughtered, all of them.
So say, oh, you mean like King Vegeta's Saiyan invasion, like back then, even then, yeah, still.
Yeah, even then, they could just blow up the planet, and all of them would die from lack of oxygen.
Easily, yeah.
There's no way. If it's like broken, the most broken versions of these people, maybe like Robin enhanced with like cosmic power and shit like that, then yeah, obviously. But yeah, like regular versions, hell no. Which is the strongest Leaf Village, Jay? I mean, collectively with many hacks or OP Shinobis, not just one or two extremely OP characters. No Boruto, please. Strongest Leaf Village, like if you were to collect all the characters. Let's see. So you want to
exactly, or
I think they mean in general, and they mean they say exclude extremely OP characters. So you mean like Hashirama and stuff? It's probably still would be the Leaf, man, because they had the Uchiha clan at one point. They have some of the most prominent shinobi come out of there. Guys like Guy, guys of the lineage of Kakashi. I don't see any other village being able to stack up against that. Even removing OP, like the OP characters from each village, it'd probably still be the Leaf. If I had to predict.
Yeah, because the Leaf has like so many like clan specific jutsus that are problematic. You know, like Aburame, the Nara, even Nara's clan can be problematic if used correctly. So yeah. I think it's
the Uchiha. The fact the Uchiha are there with them, like if they're allowed to be part of this, I mean, yeah, it's
Uzumaki, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh God, Jesus, yeah. I meant timeline wise, which was the strongest Leaf Village? Oh, the strongest Leaf Village.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Probably. Well, if you're excluding Boruto, let's see, probably. So we're excluding OP characters. I mean, Minato was like the power of the Leaf, literally on his own. It's a good question.
I would consider him pretty OP. Like in a in between state, probably like Pain Arc. I would say like Tsunade's not broken. Kakashi's not OP.
Yeah, he's not OP. Yeah,
Sage of Naruto isn't OP like that, but there's still like some,
Yeah, probably like around that Leaf Village probably is like the strongest. Yeah, if you're excluding guys like Minato and Hashirama and stuff like that.
Itachi and shit.
Itachi. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, because they do have a lot of good. They have Guy. They have Kakashi. They have Naruto, Seijo, and Tsunade. I wouldn't consider OP per se. Neji, Rock Lee. Guys like that around. So
8th Guy would be OP though.
Yeah, excluding him, like, even 6 would be pretty cracked.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
So
of course,
yeah, probably that iteration if you're excluding monsters like Hashirama and Minato. So yeah, and like KCM and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the Hidden Leaf have always just been cracked. Like it's just not really fair. Like they have they're just so like diverse. You know what I mean? Like
even throughout the great ninja wars of history, they're always considered the top. Like the first they had Hashirama, the second the Sani, the third Minato. Yeah,
like bro, Naruto. Like their lowest Jonin, like their low tier Jonins could fight a high tier Jonin from the Sand Village. Like
yeah, like literally that fucking guy with the fucking
Baki. You mean like Baki's the strongest Jonin in his village, so he's a high tier, like basically like Kakashi or other guy.
Yeah, Enma,
and then like
Genma was like, I'll scrap with you, and he's like some like lower tier Jones.
Yeah, he's like a low ass tier. Like, so it's like the Konoha just always has the advantage, even with level of strength. You know what I mean? When we're talking about the ranks,
you know, he was like elite for like the hit and miss, and like Kakashi was rusty as fuck.
Yeah, and he was rusty. Yeah, exactly. Shame the Sukuna fans are so much worse at slander than Gojo fans. The Sukuna slander was exquisite, but the Gojo slander consists solely of Sukuna fans posting the Gojo death. I mean, yeah, dude, that fucking panel where he's cut in half and shit, they're gonna fucking milk that.
Now, I'll say this real quick, though. The Cloud Village is probably extremely underrated because, once again, if Raikage is still in error, which would be the 4th Raikage, he's blitzing everybody. Like,
yeah, he's a problem.
That motherfucker, I'm sorry, there's nobody, like, better yet, not even Hiruzen. Not even Old Man Hiruzen would be able to do anything about him. Like, he's not fucking competing against Minato level of speed, you know, like...
Yeah. So without the Raikages, though, or B, the hitting Cloud ain't that impressive.
Yeah, they're ass. Yeah, without B and Raik, they're ass. Absolutely ass.
They're getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Invincible season? I've heard a lot of good things about the Invincible, dude. I have to check that out.
I haven't seen it yet at all.
Oh, no, yeah. If you want to... So, the best way to do that, Jay, watch the anime on... It's on Amazon only, so you have to get Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
But you got to... watch it there. Goated, you'll love it. And then the manga, you know Naruto Explained, right? Not Naruto Explained, my bad. Fuck me. Comics Explained.
Oh yeah, he's dope.
He has done all the Invincible stuff. So if you just want to hear the comic story for free, he does from chapter 0 all the way to the final, and it's incredible. It's just so good.
Badass, dude. Like
it looks really badass.
Yeah. So like he has a playlist for Invincible, and so if you want to kind of get into it that way, whatever. And obviously, if you want to go into scaling mode, then you're gonna have to either buy or figure out where to find it, and then just read through and whatever. But
yeah. Your top 3 MCs of anime? You mean like my favorites? MCs? I wish Vegeta was an MC. I'd put him up there, but
Dragon Ball, Naruto.
Naruto.
Yep.
It's a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question. Naruto.
Bleach.
Yeah, MC. I mean, I like Vegeta more than Goku. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But Goku is the MC. But so Naruto for sure, because he is the MC.
Ichigo.
Yep.
Ichigo's a great MC, actually.
Yeah, Ichigo's cool. Goku.
He's MC in One Piece, but
I might say Eren from fucking Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Eren's goated. Yep, he's goated. Yeah,
I
he
feel
has
like
to be.
What's that other guy? Levi. I feel like he's like a better MC. You know,
like,
bro, if he was an MC all day, every day, Attack on Titan, bro.
He's cold as shit. Yeah, he's cold as shit.
That motherfucker was like a goated Kakashi character, basically.
Yeah. He had the coldest scene in the entire narrative when he fucking slaughtered the whole squad of fucking Titans and then almost killed the Beast Titan. Actually, the only reason he didn't die
not even Kakashi. He was like Itachi in that shit, bro.
Bro, deadass, he was Itachi. He was slaughtering everyone, bro. He looked like Madara against the fucking Shinobi Alliance.
Basically, Madara.
He looked like Madara, bro. His deadass slaughtered an entire platoon of them and then killed the leader almost.
He's just so cracked. Like he's a one-man army. Literally, not even Itachi. Madara, bro, in this bitch.
Yeah. The Titans are wary of him. They literally plan around him. They're
like if you're over Titans, like you're just that guy.
Yeah, like the Titans themselves and the fucking. I forgot what the fucking island they live on is called, but they're like, yeah, we gotta plan around this guy because this guy's a fucking monster. Like, we gotta be careful.
Imagine having to be a bitch and pussy when you're Godzilla.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, like Godzilla. It'd probably be Luffy, Naruto, and Ichigo, to be honest. Like,
for me, probably
Ichigo, Goku, Eren, Naruto. Who would be and then I was gonna say Gojo, but he's not an MC.
I wish.
You could do Light Yagami, maybe. You could do fucking.
He's a great MC. Yeah, Light's pretty great.
Deku from My Hero.
Yeah, I say Deku. If I had to put anyone else, Deku. Yeah, Deku.
Deku has a really cool story right now. Like,
it's basically as if Rock Lee became the main character. Yeah. That's who Deku is. If Rock Lee was the main character,
yeah. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna have Guts in there after I read Berserk. I hear he's like amazing SMC. So, I think that's his name, Guts, the main guy. The guy that does like when you usually see a cool anime edit, he's usually in it.
Like, Shinobi, you realize that trend though, right? Like, Deku was Rock Lee basically. And then that one, I forgot his name already, the guy that has to touch you, he's basically Obito, like, you know, with Kamui and shit. And then the fucking
yeah.
And then the guy that has the fire and ice, he reminds me of Sasuke.
Like, yeah, exactly. He reminds me of Prince Zuko from Avatar, to be honest, bro.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
like with the burn on his eye and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Avatar, dude, the best. That's probably the best.
Dang, dude, come on,
that shit was so clean, bro. That shit was so clean. That shit. I watched that shit so many times when I was a kid. That shit was goated as hell.
You know what's funny though? To this day, I've never actually like fully watched Avatar. I've only seen like bits and pieces in the final fight.
So clean.
It's really
when I was young,
really
that's what I did. Like, but now I'm like grown and shit. So it's like I might actually just watch that shit from the beginning to end.
Yeah, that shit is clean as fuck, man. Like the attention to detail, the cold characters in there, like fucking Zuko and fucking
it's kind of similar to Naruto too, with all like the villages and shit. You know, like each like element. You know,
art style was sick too, dude. Like just fantastic first time. Yeah,
the art style was fantastic. The attention to detail with the fucking bending, like the villages were dope. Like the elements like represented their personalities. Like the Fire Nation were like all aggressive assholes.
Antagonists. Yeah,
it's just so cool.
And if you go to like the North Pole, where like the North, water whatever villages, they're all like calm and shit.
And then Avatar is wind, and then obviously he's the only one that can master all of them. It's so cool, bro.
Yeah. The Avatar's like the cracked one. The Earth, they're all
village? Like. It was like the Sand Village, low key, like King Boomy and shit. That was
now thinking about it, Avatar's like having like he's like Mu, not even Mu. He's like Jubido, where you can use a Chusik orbs. Where you just like I forgot what that shit's called, like not a Tota, but it's like it's something. But either way,
it's like
Tota. It's like that basically. The Avatar, like they're just fucking cracked.
He's basically like
Jubido.
Yeah, he'd be like fucking Jubito or Hiruzen or some shit, like all elements.
Yeah, literally.
Yo, the Avatar can even erase your bending skills too.
Dude, that was sick, bro. At the end when he did it to fucking
to
Ozai.
I don't even remember that. That's crazy.
Because they had like their final boss fight with the Fire Lord, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take your bending away."
Yo, bro, that's like some Aizen shit, bro.
You know Aizawa from My Hero Batman, the guy who like Eraserhead.
Yeah. Oh, yo, he's goated. He's like Kakashi.
He's my favorite.
He reminds me of Kakashi, bro. Yeah, he's goated.
He's so fucking sick, but like he's like he can just erase your powers. Dude.
Literally, Gojo or Kakashi 2.0, broken ass.
Yeah, Aizawa is lit, bro.
Yeah, facts, dude. Let's see. How would you rank the Shippuden era villages in terms of strength? For me, it's Leaf, then Cloud, then Stone, then Sand, then Mist. Leaf is definitely number one.
Yeah, Leaf was one.
I don't know about Mist below Sand per se.
Yeah, Mist has more like notable Shinobi.
Unless you have like the third Cossack Kage.
Yeah. If he's in there, that he might be like him alone might like fuck up a ton of Mist Shinobi. They have the Seven Swordsmen in the Mist. Yagura. May, I mean, she's kind of ass, but
the Mist should definitely be above
the Sand.
Because like if we're excluding the Kages, right, and we're only doing Jonin, you name it, then I would say the Mist is above the Sand.
Oh yeah, but you're excluding Kage, yeah.
But if we're including Kage, then at that point, I'm sorry, the Kages are fucking cracked.
Yeah, the third. Yeah, they're third.
Bro. Exactly.
Iron Sand would fuck up everyone.
Again, Getsu did stalemate Mu, so in that regard, they're relative,
They're relative, yeah. Can get to it, Mu can get to.
Well, they both killed each other, actually. They stated verbatim. They both ended up killing each other in the end.
Yeah, exactly. They're relative at the very least,
The Cloud and the Stone, I probably would have the Cloud above. Like, they do have, like, the Tsuchikages, but Cloud has, like, Gyoki. Cloud has had, like, Killer Bee, the Raid Kages.
Like, we can't, like,
Kinkaku and Gikaku and fucking Darui. And
Darui's 6 fast levels, too, remember?
Yeah.
The cloud is a problem because for one, they're just pure power and speed, and that's the fucking problem.
Yeah,
even Ken and Gin were able to beat up Tobirama, so like it's just like that's a fucking problem. Like those people.
And then Lee, I mean, obviously they have like a bunch of even the Jonin are fucking cracked. So I mean.
Like the only reason why the Leaf would win, no matter what, is because like when it comes to endurance and stamina in a war scenario, it doesn't matter how fucking fast and strong Killer Bee and Raikage is. They're eventually gonna get fatigued, and there's just gonna be way more elite ninja and way more that are gonna still be there or standing. That's the problem. It's kind of like the third Raikage. Like he was the fastest, most durable, most powerful. Nobody could beat him, but they just like thousands upon thousands of shinobi just kept trying to jump him. He fatigued, gassed out, and then he died. You know what I mean? So it's like,
facts.
So when it comes to the numbers and like just overall talent in comparison, that's why the Leaf would always win. Even genius intellect, like the Shikamaru's dad, they don't lose a war because of him. Like they always outsmart the other nations. And Raikage just flat out says verbatim, he's like, no wonder why we could never beat you, because you guys are just you're really intelligent. Fucking whatever the fuck his name is, Shikamaru's dad. So like when it comes to intellect, strategy, and power, and you name it, they're just that much superior. It's just not fair. Even the clans, all the hacks, like it's just not fair.
Chiha, Hyuga, according to Kabuto, Chunin Exam Hiruzen was the strongest of the Gokage. Yeah, he's probably talking about Prime Hiruzen though. So that could be an argument against Acel and the Leaf. I mean, that's contradicted by how he does against Orochimaru and then how the Raikage does against Raikage Summon Sasuke. Yeah, so how about Eren? He's great. Eren's a great MC, man. He's dope as hell. Very, very like relatable character as well.
He basically went like Naruto and then went Dark Naruto.
Yeah, he's like what Naruto would have became if he went rogue.
Yeah.
Or light Yagami.
Yeah. Or like literally like basically like light Yagami. Gojo is living on creative mode until he's not. That's literally what he was on almost all of JJK until he met Sukuna. Basically, bro. He's like he's literally like soloing the most powerful cursed spirits on Earth, like Jogo. And
bro, the whole time they had to do like pussy ass fucking plans. The whole time they're doing some pussy ass shit with the whole story.
In the Shibuya arc, they had to use some like pussy ass like fail safe methods until one day Sukuna comes around and is like, "Oh, you're not bitching me."
Like, bro, like the whole time too, though, Jay. Like they did that shit, then they do like the whole other moment where they're like, you know,
pussy shit.
It was always pussy shit.
even Gato's like, "Oh yeah, we can't fuck with him."
Yeah, literally, bro.
You got a pussyfoot around him because he's gonna.
But to be fair, like that, I forgot his name. He was like, he kind of like gave me Aizen type vibes in a way, but he has like the long hair and he like summons like
Gato.
Yeah, Gato. Okay, yeah. So like but he was at least smart enough to know how to like out strategize Gojo, because he's like, you know, he's like, hey, if we could bring back Sukuna, we have a chance to win. You know what I mean? Like,
that was their basic exploit. They're like, we need Sukuna. Yeah. If we can get him back, we can win. Obviously he was right. Yeah, he was right. So he never thought he himself could take him on. No. Like he could take on most people, but he's like,
not even all of them. He just said like, it does not matter. We need Sukuna. None of us can fuck with him.
Yeah, he literally like was swapping with all of them at the same time. He's like whipping all their asses. Like, he's just too powerful. Until Sukuna came around, it had 19 fingers, and then he's like, all right, let's find out what you could really do. And then obviously he lost. So, let's see. Baki's a cool MC. Dude, I need to check that anime out.
Baki's lit, bro.
Isn't Baki like a hand-to-hand combat anime?
Martial arts, yeah.
Okay.
Martial arts.
Yeah, I would love that shit.
King of Fury too. Go
that shit looks sick, bro. I need to check that shit out.
Didn't Seth the Pedo like fucking do like a video of Baki or some shit?
I recall that a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. TG the Goat also did a Baki video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he scaled Baki. It was actually a really good video. Yeah. He did a really good job scaling him.
TG's the Goat, bro.
TG's the Goat. Your favorite 3 AOT characters? Eren, Levi,
who's the commander's name, dude? Oh, Mikasa.
Oh, Commander. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the blonde. He was kind of dope too.
He was kind of dope. Yeah, he's kind of dope. Yeah, Levi's definitely number 1 for me.
Armin sucks, dude. He just looks like a bitch,
he whines too much. Yeah, he whines too much. Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Bro. Yeah, shut the bitch ass up.
Pussy ass bitch. Like,
tightened up,
bro. Yeah, he wanted way too much, bro. Like, fucking, I kind of wish he stayed dead, but obviously he didn't. So, but yeah.
Hey, brothers, but I gotta actually bounce real quick, because I actually got like some shit early in the morning I gotta do. Only for this time, I apologize.
Okay.
You guys take it easy. I'll be here way more longer every other day, but no, my bad though. I do gotta go though.
No, you're good.
Erwin.
Yeah,
right on, brother.
Yeah, you all take it easy. Keep banging it out. Stream lit. You're into the vibes.